Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this session of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. We are the Digital Dragons, and we're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons. Joining me today, we have got Elora.
Hi, I'm Trips. I'm Trips Usagi in the chat, and I'm playing Elora today.
Tahko.
Hello, I'm Tahko Moodkiller, played by Highwind.
Irilyssa.
Hi, I'm Rard, aka Evil by Moonlight in chat, and I'll be playing Irilyssa.
Vulwin.
Hi, I'm Ethan, or Chaos Gemini in chat. I'm playing the Furbolg Ranger, Vulwin Agargar.
And Zagrax.
Hi, I'm Zach, or Warbird in chat, and I'm playing Zagrax.
And I myself am Mordred Viking, and I am trying my best not to get everyone killed.
Lies.
Are you?
Not to.
So, who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time?
Pain. Lots of pain.
That's correct.
I think that's
Well,
enough
what
of a recap.
I'll give a better recap, but what I wrote in my own personal notes is Irilyssa found a secret passage in the cave system we were in. There were a bunch of guards on the other side, and we fought them. Chaos ensues. Durgar are dumb. Ooze is dumb. Durgar runs away, and we took a short rest. And then we left the... we left the cave system with the villagers that were being enslaved, mind-controlled. And we found a place for the night. Vulwin did some Yeti blood sacrifice stuff. And then the next morning we realized I shouldn't be in charge of this. We decided we needed to go back to Goodmead to bring the refugees to a place where they can survive, because they're not going to make it on their own.
Yep.
And a dude made a sled.
That checks out. Yeah.
You know
Awesome.
what? Just something I've never actually done in any game of Dungeons & Dragons ever. You can have a point of inspiration for that. Because
Really?
that is quite possibly the best recap we have ever had.
Yay! That's just literally what I have written in my stupid notebook.
Climbs are dumb, Durgar dumb. Yes,
It
agreed.
worked.
Something, Yeti blood ritual, something.
I couldn't
Something,
remember.
something.
My brain wasn't forming the words. The only thing I could think of was blood ritual or blood sacrifice.
Oh dear.
Oh, good. I'm glad that's rattling on your mind.
I mean,
Right?
if anyone came across that site now, that's probably what they would think.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right before Jarard come out of the stone and harvest them.
Alright, so it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. Your carpenter friend did indeed make the sled, and you are now ready to travel, if that is indeed what you wish to do.
I think we all agreed that was the best option because they're gonna die if they go on their own, and also Irilyssa doesn't have armor, at least not much.
And tacos out of food.
Yeah, and we need food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better watch out.
And honestly,
Tahko
we
might
have
start
plenty
eating the
of stuff
villagers.
ourselves, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay, so
Yeah, but-
let's
More
bring us
important worries first.
back onto the world map so you can actually see where it is that you are and what it is you are trying to do. So yeah, you are currently in one of Zagrax's old childhood hideouts, having made the sled. So how are you going to do this? Where are you going to go?
North.
no. Yes.
Yeah,
I love how
really.
his gut reaction is no. Anything he says is wrong. No, wait, that's right.
Yeah, I think we had determined that the only safe place to go was going to be Goodmead, because Doolin's Hole is not going to be a good permanent stop for them.
Yeah. So
Probably
head
not
back
even
to
stopping
the
at all.
to the
Goodmead's
Red
about
Waters
a bit of ways.
and walk along it to get back.
Yeah, did we could we pull enough resources together to help out any of the other villagers with their traveling? I know that's what we were discussing last time. I know we got a sled. Was there anything else we could contribute?
None of us had
Yeah,
shoes.
I've got
Oh no, except Irilyssa has shoes, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
assume we
yeah.
have. I assume we have a pair of shoes for those of us who had upgraded to like snowshoes. If these aren't the kind that like you just attach to it.
Oh no, the
I don't know.
snowshoes are definitely attached. You
Yeah,
just
that's what I
strap
Oh, they
them
are?
onto your
Okay.
boot.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Darn.
Because
No
I
extra
don't
pair of
imagine
boots.
you just change your footwear every time you go inside somewhere. You just undo them.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Traveling in this kind of weather.
I think that's how snowshoes are anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. All right then. I guess the people that don't have shoes can sit on the sled.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we established it
Feet
was.
under blankets.
I'm trying to remember exactly how many people it was actually. If I go back
This is a good
into
question.
here, I can count them. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can use our bedrolls and blankets probably to help line that area so they're a little warmer as they travel.
Okay, and yeah, just for ease of use, we'll say that there are 6 of them who don't have
Okay.
shoes, and you can get about 5 on the sled.
Ah, shoot.
Okay, great. Well,
I have a-
the lightest of them is going to have to climb into my blanket sling.
Which is probably the comfiest, warmest place to be in that entire time anyway. So
And smelliest, but yeah.
yeah, true, but it's warm.
Yeah.
Okay, Tahko, you're also pulling the sled, right, with 5 people on it?
Yes.
I was gonna say between that or I can pull it too.
Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
take turns.
But I would
Yeah,
also
yeah.
think that if they didn't have shoes and we would recognize that, we probably would have pilfered some off the guards that we killed before they got turned into mulch.
Point.
It's true. We could have like people without shoes just wear during our scale mail.
They'll give 'em
5
AC.
cents. So
They'll
we
give
could
'em
be
AC, but
pulling
not
a
much
sled
else.
of warriors without shoes on.
Well, none of you realised that they were without shoes, and they didn't complain
But
about
true.
it until you were actually in the camp. So, no, you have not
They-
looted any. You can go back and get
Yeah.
them.
Screw that.
It's
You know,
warm.
those legs will probably be hard to find, but I'm sure there's shoes everywhere.
No, there's. I mean, did the mail come with booties?
What?
I mean, they certainly come with some kind of boot. Yeah. I would imagine
Okay.
that armor is usually just like plates around the boot itself. You can
Oh,
steal their
darn.
shoes.
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know about the them just putting their feet in armor.
Right. It'd just be metal around them.
Yeah,
It's
metal
just be
right
colder.
onto the snow. It's
Yeah.
just the same thing.
You won't be able to
Say-
bring them out of the armor when you get them back.
Yeah.
Yay, that sounds gross.
Oh.
I think I've seen that Saw movie.
Okay, well, let's not do that then. I'll just pull them on the sled then.
Yep.
That's the best we got.
Okay. And
Probably not a bad idea to go back and look, see if you can find anything. But anything we do find is probably soaked in blood and stuff. So
Yeah, if you actually raise the idea, Vulwin will probably tell you it's not a good idea.
I like the idea of us going
you-
back in there, and then the Durgar we fought is like, haha, come back for vengeance, eh? You're like, no, we're just here to get shoes.
I
Yeah.
don't care about you anymore.
No, we just want shoes.
Well, I have all the shoes. The true villain.
Oh no.
all right, so Tahko, give me a athletics check, just straight up athletics. I know you'd normally have advantage for this, because you are very much over encumbered right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
athletics.
Okay.
And also, can I get a survival? Oh, damn.
Sure.
Wow.
What's the roll for today? Okay.
Okie dokie then.
For a survival
That's
check for the
26.
navigation and perception for keeping watch and scooting a boot.
Wonderful. There's a 22 for survival.
Oh, you
Now that
guys
I've traveled
put
it
so
once.
much pressure on me.
These are some pretty impressive rolls, I must say.
You're right. I'll be
Awesome.
singing.
Did you
Oh, too soon.
Why you say words? Stop
Yeah,
it!
I'm allowed to.
Yeah, that's true.
that was like a GM insight point used right there for that.
Really was.
Ugh.
I like
Pain.
to reward myself from time to time.
Right.
Hey, I would attempt perception, but it is trash.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you.
You don't.
Sorry, go on.
If there's nothing there, there's nothing to perceive. So maybe we're
I
fine.
mean, yeah,
That's
that's
how
not
it
how
works.
It works, but yeah.
Mm.
Oh no, he's rolling dice.
Look,
yeah.
just take the comfort. Whether there is or isn't
Bad,
something perceived,
bad.
there's nothing there.
yeah, it's just
That's comforting.
quantum engagement. I just
Okay.
don't know.
So you head out from Zagrax's childhood hideout, going out onto the tundra, trying to use the Redwaters Lake as your guide, and then making your way to Goodmead. Now, are you going to go across the lake? Are you going to go around the lake? Are you going to go via Dugan's Hole? How are you doing this exactly?
All right. So crossing the lake, that doesn't sound so great. However, we can cross the river because that's the only other choice we have.
Yeah.
And then just hug along the lake.
Yeah, we can't cross back across the other river on the other side where we passed originally. So we're gonna have to pass a little closer to the hillside area. We try to make a somewhat of a straight shot.
Okay. So
Let's draw out.
with...
Yeah, I think we're going like this way, ish, directionally.
So travel is, I'm going to say, incredibly slow because only you guys have snowshoes. The miners do not, those of them who do have shoes, plus you are dragging a sled along with you. So the 1 mile that you travel actually takes you 4 hours to do, to get to the shore of the river.
Yay!
And everything for the moment seems fine.
For the moment. Oh.
So it is, as you approach the Iced-in River, it is now about 5 p.m.
Well,
keep
we're gonna be
pushing.
better. Yeah, we're gonna be better suited being on the other side of this river by time nightfall comes. Well, he kind of looks up nightfall.
Yeah, I hope to be to Dugan's before we stop.
Well, Tahko, the rate where we're going, we're not gonna make it there tonight.
I'm not saying by the time it's night. I'm saying by the time we stop.
Oh.
Well, at least Irilyssa can see, and I can see a little.
I can
What?
see shit.
At
Okay.
night.
So are you doing anything special to cross the river, or are you just going to go for it?
Given the situation which we've crossed it before, I would say it's best to cross in smaller numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, which would mean either multiple ferries of people on the sled with smaller numbers in there, or having to actually cross it by foot.
You could slip and slide across.
Or we could have the gang walk as one across, and if they're fine, then I can pull the sled across.
I don't.
Have the
What do you mean
way
the
of
gang?
like all of us except for me go across to test out the weight and just scout out the ice to make sure it's solid. And then if it's solid, then I could bring the sled and all the weight across. It'd be a lot faster that way.
Yeah, last time we crossed as individuals.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
no issue at all because the lake was entirely frozen. If this is entirely frozen, then we won't have an issue. We just need to scout and make sure. Just go around
Okay.
thumping it with sticks and make sure it's no echo or something. I don't know. However it works. Survival rule, I guess. I don't know.
So who's doing the thumping?
I guess maybe I should. I'm familiar with ice to some degree, having done ice fishing.
Yeah, you should be able to know what's thick and what isn't thick.
Okay, so Vulwin,
Man, that
as you
didn't sound good.
You cast around for a moment to find a stick, and as you do, you realize that the snow that the treads have left behind the path seems to have gone a bit red.
Are you telling me the sled it took an attack of opportunity at some point and is
Is
like
the sled
getting out
bleeding?
and we haven't stabilized it?
I'm just saying that it's leaving a trail of red.
Okay. He's going to turn around and actually go to investigate that if the sled is leaving a trail of red behind it.
Okay. As you
Like, this is weird.
as you kind of reach down and look around, about 10 feet away, you hear a... You quickly look around, and there is a Yeti standing right there. Your sled has ploughed right through a bundle of bones and other bits of gore and pieces like that, pretty much cutting a villager or something in half as it did so. And the Yeti is standing there with a leg in his mouth, just like biting down on it, like kind of staring at you as you stare back at them.
So just watched us go by, like, yeah, like walking through my meal, whatever.
I think it's as stunned as you are that you just blundered right through it.
We were hustling, so like, I didn't think it was spotted, but so how far away from me?
It's about 10 to 15 feet. It's pretty close.
Okay. Does it notice me?
Yes. It is staring
Good.
at you
I'm going to
right
make sure
now.
that we are absolutely locking eyes kind of deal, and it's chewing on a bone.
Yep.
Well,
Hey,
meat
cool.
bone, I hope.
It's a human leg. It's currently chewing on a human leg.
Okay.
Really cool, when you got this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, start to, back away, keeping very close eyes on him,
Give me a
and
perception
try to
check.
gauge reaction.
Give me a
Yeah,
perception check.
15.
Okay, as you do a quick glance over them, you can see that this Yeti seems to be pretty badly injured. It is definitely not the one that you'd left behind previously. You can see multiple gashes and stabs and things like that. And also there are a couple of like broken off arrows embedded in its flesh.
Okay. Comparatively to the other one, like, how large is it? Is it larger, smaller?
Seems a little bit smaller.
Do they look
Okay.
related?
That's cold. That's cold comfort.
Cold comfort.
Yeah. He will bare his teeth as this is going on, and continue to kind of back away. How far am I away from the actual sled at this point, and where we're looking to cross?
I mean, you're about 5 feet away, and you'd be like,
Oh, it's like right next to the whole
yeah,
group.
you're
Oh my
next to
God.
the sled,
God.
and like you've looked under the sled and just see this pile of bones that it's just ploughed over.
This is fine.
Might have made a big mistake.
Hmm?
Might have made a big mistake.
What?
Oh,
I still can't see
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're stepping in the
Irilyssa,
wrong
what-
direction.
How come you are so distracted right now?
I'm just pulling a Zagrax.
You're just
I'm just like,
in your own
wow, that's a lot.
Okay, so there's like some interesting clouds or something in the sky, and you're going, oh, that one looks like a moon. That one looks like not a moon. That looks like someone's mooning me. Okay.
Exactly.
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah, you're
shoot,
scouting in the wrong direction. The river's over there.
What? Oh.
And the Yeti throws the leg
Yeah.
aside, like crouches down a little bit, looking like he's ready to pounce.
You don't want more of those kinds of injuries. Back off.
Oh.
Roll intimidation.
We'll try
I
it
would
again.
hope I would hear at least Vulwin getting angry.
Oh
Yeti
yeah, you
speak.
do.
Now all of you do hear this.
Like it's very loud.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage?
Yes, you do. This is a Yeti.
10's better than 6. I'll take it.
10 is better than 6. That is true.
Oh, that. But
Not by a lot.
definitely at this point, Zagrax is like, wait, where'd he go? First of all, and then find
the thing
Vulwin
is-
and come at him.
Like Vulwin might be like decently tall and stuff, but Yetis are still bigger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the rest of you now take note of this growling match that seems to be between Vulwin and this large, furry snowman that seems to be standing there.
Yeah. Blood on this sled is food for a Yeti. Made a big mistake. No one spotted the damn thing.
I don't know.
And
Well,
he's gonna pull one of his swords out, preparing for the worst.
So,
We gotta
the Yeti,
go, or we gotta fight.
from your intimidation, the Yeti does take a step or two back, hesitating a little bit, but its red-stained teeth are still very much shaped in that of a grimace and a growl, and it snarls at you. You killed my mate!
We done no such thing. Who's your mate?
It spits out some name you don't recognize.
Yeah, I would say. I don't even know how that. I asked that question thinking like, wait, what would be the better question to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a
He's your
Yeti.
mate from this area.
Let me just see if there's a Yeti name generator. Sorry.
Yeah, right. There you go. We didn't.
Might
We
as
didn't get.
well.
I didn't. I don't know if I even got the name of the other Yeti, anyways. So
You
like,
didn't.
yeah.
I was even where they had names.
They do, but they're not that interesting. I'm gonna go with
They were
Red
injured,
Grin.
though. Red
Ah,
Grin.
perfect.
All right. Love it.
Oh yeah. They had that repair TV show. They're Canadian, right?
So I have to ask, Red Grin, is that the mate's name or this one's name? No, I'm just kidding because it's got the bloody grin.
it's the mate's name.
Yeah. Met a Yeti south of here. Was looking for revenge for his slew mate too. Maybe you know him.
The Yeti looks a little uncertain at this. He is dead! We were attacked!
I say at this point, Zagrax is like moving to like
Yeah.
next to Vulwin whenever, however fast or slow that goes.
Okay.
Did they slay your tykes?
No response, but you can see the nostrils kind of flaring out. Hot breath emanating.
That's the story I was told from the other Yeti.
Where,
I don't say Yeti, I just say the other.
okay. Where is he?
South near the mountains. The big hill. Was outside of the big drop in the earth.
Roll another persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
He's gonna be in so much trouble.
20. Not
Wow.
natural, but 20.
So this Yeti takes a step back again from you, gives you one last piercing glare, and then turns and dashes away in the direction that you indicated.
Thanks, Vulwin.
Wow.
Vulwin turns around looking real upset, real pissed off right now.
Uh-oh.
So you-
Zagrax is definitely going to take like 3 steps back outside of melee attack range.
You're telling me no one saw the blood trail behind this, and I had to notice it when I was out on the ice?
I was looking that way.
I was looking at you.
I mean, I guess I must have walked over it.
And at this, Tahko, you do remember walking over what you thought were just some, I don't know, sticks or logs. They're definitely crunched underfoot.
Okay.
Lovely.
I walked through a Yeti's meal.
You passed just feet from possible death.
Well, I'm not keeping watch. I'm pulling.
Yeah.
Zagrax just
I don't know if he's aware that he can't see things, but he can't see things.
I would say you're probably not aware. Like, you worked as a guard. That's kind of what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
We
right.
don't realize how bad of a guard Zagrax.
We know
Hey,
the guard
when
that
I-
was
when
never
there
put
was-
on guard duty or watch duty.
Yeah, watch
He's-
duty. Definitely was the one that got shoved into the combat stuff. Think of it.
Yeah.
Big old dragonborn walking through. Probably
He was
qualms
such-
quite a few things, but
Which
He
way
was
do I
such-
swing?
hey,
He was such a crooked guard, he can't help but look the other way now.
oh,
boy.
hey, that's
Oh
rude.
no!
So now he just does it, as a gut reaction, expecting
He
payment
tried his
afterwards.
best.
I mean, what's that say about the fact that he hired us and put this group together? Anyways,
Means we leave him off our resume.
but
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I made a mistake. I didn't see it.
that mistake
Okay.
could have cost lives.
Could have, but it didn't. Let's keep moving.
You'd have to answer to Zagrax for that then.
It already did cost lives, so recognise that one.
Hmm.
That's Ralph. He was one of the ones who made a run for it.
Well, we kind of told
made
you all
his
that there were
choice.
Yetis outside, so.
Well, I'm never going
I
to
think
take for granted whatever you say. Clearly you know your stuff.
What do I? Did I have enough time to discern anything about safely crossing during that brief moment, or do I have to go back to it?
You have to go back to it, and I'll say
Okay.
yes, it's a survival check. Now that you actually you have to kind of double check the stick you pick up and make sure it's not a bone, but you do
Yeah.
find one.
It could be for all I care at this point. If it's a bone, it's a bone.
Okay, in that case, you just pick up the leg that the thing was jumping on. Just use that.
Yeah, I'll use that to just walk over.
Wow.
I just
wow.
kind of grumbling the whole way, just yeah, whatever.
You do
Gross.
notice that there is a shoe on that leg.
Oh, hey!
He'll kind of stop for a moment and walk back over to see if he can find the other leg, and if there's a second shoe.
You don't find it immediately, but after a second or two, you kind of follow another thin blood trail to under the sled, and there is indeed another leg under the sled.
Okay, I'll pry the other leg out from under the sled and take off both of the boots, and I'll kind of chuck them into the sled and be like, "Well, you better be thankful for Ralph." And he'll walk to the ice and go back to the thing.
Okay. Give me the
Zagrax
survival
at this
check.
point probably just has a look on his face like, "Oh my lord, he's what?"
I'll totally toss the shoes into the sled with the people, so it's pretty great. Just free for all.
He may not be in a good mood,
I
but he'll keep
don't
us
know if
alive.
it's a free for all, considering who it was.
Yeah,
and
everybody
whose shoes
just
they were.
skitters away from it as
Yep.
it lands in there.
Yep. There is now
Thank you.
this hole in the middle of the sled where people are just not going. And these two boots just lying there forlornly.
Yeah, somebody's got to pick up the boots. Somebody's got to put some shoes to fill.
Oh. We've been playing for half an hour, and the amount of bad jokes is already at critical mass.
It's peak right now.
Oh,
All right.
Oh.
So what do I got to do? Is that
Survival.
survival up there?
Yeah.
Another one? Okay.
Another one. This is a different check.
Another one. Let's do an 18.
nice.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that the river here is pretty well frozen over. You test it a couple of times with your stick. You go onto it, you kind of do the thing where you jump up a little bit on your toes,
Everybody's just like, what? As I start to jump on it.
Well, not like, duh! Like, you
Yeah.
know, where you kind of just like rise up on a toe and just kind of slip down again just to see if anything changes from the more concentrated pressure. And like, there's a couple of creaks and a couple of ching, 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 chings underneath, but that's it.
That's a good.
Yeah,
sound, too.
ice sounds good.
Good.
Okay.
Maybe we don't all cross at once, but it should hold.
All right.
Okay.
Do you,
Well,
do you,
Let's start pushing.
do you think
And I
the
turn and just start
passengers-
crossing.
Do you think the passengers should get out for this?
I think somebody should get out and put on some shoes. Let's just start pushing the sled. If they think it's wise to stay in the sled, then that's their own issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me another
Oh,
athletics check, Tahko, with disadvantage because you are going across ice.
I was gonna say I can assist with that too.
I'm still going to say disadvantage because you are
Mhm.
crossing ice,
All right.
Yeah.
Athletics.
but I will take note.
Oh,
18.
okay, an 18, not a 26.
Okay, so
Okay.
you do slip a couple of times. You stumble, and every time the sled seems to like be dislodging and moving and shifting away from where you could be able to control it. Zagrax like just grabs the back of it, holds it in place until you regain your footing, and then between the two of you, you are able to manhandle this rickety sled up the other side of the bank. And I'll say that the people that were in the sled just like hopped on the shoulders of those who have proper shoes, and then were just carried across and then deposited back in. Yeah.
Good.
Hooray!
Now we've
Another crisis
been
averted.
we've been travelling for quite a while. Do you think that maybe we should swap shoes with those who are in the sled? Or are they going to get a free ride the old way?
Oh, that's a
Sure.
good point.
I
You
don't
can swap
mind saying
Yeah.
I've been walking quite a bit more than I have for a while, and my feet are starting to hurt.
No, that's totally fair. We should switch out shoes. Try to find like similar sized feet.
Oh
So-
my gosh.
There is some grumbling, and another half an hour or so passes as these miners swap shoes. At some point, the bloody pair do get taken, and one of the villagers, probably without really realizing it, is leaving a trail of red footprints as they walk.
Can anybody clean that? Like,
I mean,
do we have any?
you could clean it with snow, and it's getting clean with them walking in snow. So hey, it's a win-win.
Yeah, it doesn't last for
My
very
God.
long, but it's clear that they were kind of soggy.
Oh,
Oh,
a shame we don't have that special spell.
Huh?
at least it's getting used.
Yeah, desoggification.
Yeah, desoggification. Okay.
Okay, so back on the road again.
All right.
Do I wanna-
Road's an optimistic word.
I'm going to say... No, we'll just continue with what we had. So, on the way to Dugantoll, are you purposely going to try and go around Dugantoll, or are you aiming for it?
It's still
For
best
it.
we pass through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be some like old buildings that nobody uses that we could just hole up for a night.
Maybe.
No, probably.
I don't
not.
remember if there was or not, but
Or we could just break into the house of the lady that we sent to go live at Goodmead.
Like houses
Oh, I guess
really
if
big,
she, if
like-
she
Siege
did
the
leave.
whole
Very
village and
people.
use it for firewood. You know.
It'll finally be put to good use then.
Yeah.
Damn. Not wrong, but damn.
Okay, so Irilyssa, now that you've been kind of warned of the downsides of not keeping particularly good watch, do you want to give me another perception check?
Yeah. Let's play spot the next
No.
Yeti.
I would offer assistance, but it's not very useful.
Hey.
Hey.
Yetis also
are-
blend in really well, so
Irilyssa
Yeah.
does seem to be sufficiently chastised from her earlier lack of vigilance and is taking it a little bit more seriously now.
I have a feeling there's quite a few just death glares from Vulwin at Irilyssa, just even if he didn't like purposefully mean it, just subconsciously.
he just has the grump face on.
Yep.
Resting Yeti face.
Okay,
Constant
so
scowl.
considering it is 5 p.m. in the evening now. How long did you want to travel for?
We'll reach Dubin's hole.
Just
I'm
okay.
willing to push to the point.
Oh
of
man,
exhaustion.
yeah, it's gonna be a trip for sure. But
was
we
gonna
are gonna
say-
try to push through.
If we are pushing through, I'll go and try and take turns with Tahko so we don't
Yeah.
both wear out.
Yeah, we stand a much better chance. We stand a much better chance living in staying in at least a somewhat of a society. Somewhat.
Oh man.
All right, so you continue on for another 4 hours or so, and it is now getting on to 9 o'clock in the evening. It is quite clear that several of the miners are really starting to struggle. They were already badly treated, malnourished, and everything like that from their time in the mines. And keeping on this, it's not exactly unrelenting, but it's not easy, especially as they are not wearing snowshoes. They are starting to tire, and they're starting to tire quite seriously.
Okay.
How far away are we?
Too far away.
The thing is, keep in mind the miners from the first half of the day aren't the same miners walking for the second half of the day.
Oh yeah, I realise.
Mm-hmm.
You've still been travelling as a whole for 8 hours.
Yeah,
Hmm.
With people who haven't,
but
with
free
not easy
ride.
walking.
I
Or
mean, they
half
were
of it, but
literally
still.
mind controlled for how long? Their muscles are probably a little sad.
Their arm
No,
muscles
Yeah,
are
their
probably
mining
fine.
muscles, great.
If anything, they're probably ripped. They've been mind controlled as professional
arms
miners.
are ripped.
I gotta ask you, how good do you think you are at aerobic exercise after you've just been standing and mining in one place forever?
I mean, your arms would be fine. There's
Yeah,
yeah,
walk
They're
on
all
their
not your
arms.
legs.
ripped,
Oh my God.
skinny little stick legs.
So yeah, I mean, they are pretty ripped, but you also notice a fair number of them are coughing and spitting stuff out as they are going.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They all black lung. They're all strength
Oh.
16 to 18 and cons of 7.
Oof.
If we're
You
talking
gotta
that
give them
kind
more
of stat,
credit.
probably.
All right.
Give them more credit. Their cons got to be higher. They lived through it.
Yeah, that's true. These are the lucky ones.
Well, then,
Well, it's gonna be a while if we keep going. What do you think, Zagrax?
I think there's really it's quite a distance still, right? So
Yeah, we're kind of going slow here.
slower than I'd hoped. Problem is, if we push them any further, probably going to lose more to exhaustion than we are going to anything else, which is not ideal.
Well,
Maybe we could stop now, and while we're resting, build another sled. You could push one, I'll push one.
It is an option. I'm not opposed to it.
Between the two of us, we don't need them walking at all.
I'm gonna say, with a quick look, is there any even remotely close to enough stuff to build another sled around?
Give me a perception check.
Not me. I refuse.
right, I'll do it.
I mean, it'll take a while. Okay.
Hey,
Here, go tear that down.
With
something.
some work and some time, you could probably scavenge it, but you wouldn't make it even close to as quickly as you did previously. On the hillside, you were on the side of the mountain, and it was a lot more forested than where you are now. You are in the open expanse next to the lake, and actually most of the timber you would get from the lake is lying on the shore.
Okay. There's no old fishing shack nearby that I can just point at? Darn.
We're not that lucky.
No.
You might just want to set up with the tents and let them sleep in it. And then just... I don't know.
Yeah. I'm saying we can gather the wood, and then the one fellow who can make things out of it, we'll put him to work. He can ride the sled all day tomorrow.
His name is Kevin Carpenter, by the way.
Nice.
Oh,
wonderful.
Oh,
we'll let Carpenter do all the work.
It took what? It took 4 hours from him to build the one that we have now, right? Ish.
Yeah.
So if it's nowhere close,
No, 3 hours from 10 a.m. till about 1 p.m. It was about 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours.
And
Math.
he can give you an estimate. I mean, he's kind of helping you with this. It would probably take closer to 5 hours with the lack of resources and the fact that you would need to scavenge.
Not as bad as I had thought. It's just more time.
Yeah. Good. Let's do it.
All right.
We'll probably end up saving more time making the sled than we will with not, and pushing on without it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your choice then. Risk the elements.
Tell me
We're gonna
what
have
I can
we
do.
risk it now, or we risk people dropping.
I don't know.
Really-
You really understand what it takes to live out here, but you risk both of those at the same time now.
I mean,
Later?
we're just going to be sitting here for 5 hours anyway. We might as well be building a sled.
Vulwin shrugs, and well, they might as well start setting up camp then.
Okay, so who is doing what right now?
I'll use survival to go gather up wood for the sled.
Okay, roll it.
All right. Oh no!
Sad.
No.
What is everybody else doing? Maybe we can get advantage on rolls if you're doing it together.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
Probably best to help set up the camp.
If
Some
other
people can
people are
be
helping set
comfy.
up the camp, yeah, I'll go help Tahko with the grunt
Yeah.
heavy lifting work.
All right, so both of you give me a survival. Zagrax for the gathering, Elora for the quality of the camp.
Nice.
And I'll actually assist in
Okay.
We're all
I was gonna say,
set.
Is
I'll
it
actually
gonna help
assist
me?
in setting up the camp as well.
Okay.
I'm trying to find like a place that might be better to nest into. I've got ideas of like flipping over the the sled a bit too to buffer against the winds that would probably come over the red waters.
Yep. Okay. Roll survival.
With those rolls, it's going to be like. Oh my
I got a 6
goodness.
as well. Look at that.
With these rolls, it's like,
Good
we
thing,
get a nice
good
big
thing.
bonfire going.
Wow.
Yeah.
We get a nice big bonfire going, and then we
We'll take,
realize that we
we'll
just
take
burned our
glory.
sled.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
Irilyssa,
Irilyssa, what are you doing?
I was gonna check over the villagers and try to do what I can to mitigate frostbite, but
Great idea.
Well, that's a good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know how bad we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, medicine.
that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Medicine.
Good job. Irilyssa.
Hey!
And
Oh,
you,
goodness.
Wow.
you have a healer's kit, right?
Yes, I do.
So we'll say with one charge from the healer's kit, you're able to like administer enough salves and bandages and the like to at least offset oncoming frostbite. It actually looks
And then
like
I had
exhaustion seems to be the big issue right now. Like, these are people used to living in the 10 towns. They're actually pretty good at dealing with cold. Continue in this way and it probably will become a problem, but with that really good medicine roll, like, you know how to deal with this.
Okay. And then I had a question. If I used destroy water, can I gather all the shoes and make them not soggy?
I would say that's a very good use of that spell. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna do that too.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you cast
So they all
destroy
have
water,
dry.
and immediately the moisture in the shoes just disappears. Roll me a 1d6, Irilyssa.
Oh, good. I'm gonna destroy a shoe.
Well, nonetheless, it's made out of water.
2.
So one of the shoes does start cracking quite severely. Not enough that it breaks, but yeah, leather that's lost all of its moisture gets very brittle. And you have just very quickly removed all of the moisture.
Quick, spit on it.
Okay, so Zagrax, Tahko, you're off getting supplies. It unfortunately takes you about 6 hours to get the sled made rather than 5. It takes you longer than you expected because even though you initially thought, yeah, there's some materials around, it turns out that a lot of the wood that was on the side of the lake was very brittle, like half rotten, not really usable in that kind of construction. But you are able to do it, like I said, in the 6 hours or so. So it is now going on to 11 p.m.
Okay. And then I can finally rest.
And Vulwin and Elora, between you set up camp. Vulwin, you do put the sled kind of at an angle, using it as a shelter. You know that there is a lot of air blasting across the Redwaters Lake, and there's a severe wind chill factor here, which Elora you're fairly familiar with because Tourmaline has a very similar problem. It's kind of like Chicago. It's at the base of the lake, and it gets blasted by that. Unfortunately, Vulwin chooses a pretty bad site to put the sled. And I'm going to need you to roll me 4d6.
You know, this might not actually be a bad spot to have put the sled.
Oh.
Okay, I will roll 46?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice. High numbers.
Yeah, I don't think, in this case, I don't think that's good.
Hey, speak for yourself. I don't know yet.
I think we just fireballed our own sled, didn't we?
I don't think we did. I have other hopes.
Oh, like what happened with me that one time? Yeah.
Where you just fireballed us?
I didn't fireball you. I just fireballed Ethan's character.
1 HP left after that.
Yeah.
Hey, one more than you need.
And it was.
Well, actually, that might be the one you do
No,
need.
yeah, that's the one you do.
Yeah.
That was the one I definitely needed because that was a full stack of life on me too. Like
Fireball is so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
especially when you don't
I'm
mean to
glad-
cast it on yourself.
I'm glad that none of us have it.
Okay, so
Yet.
from where you
At
set
all.
the sled up, you have it kind of leaning up, propped up by its own pile of snow. And while you were away gathering something else, maybe setting up a fire, some of the heat from that starts to melt the snow that's holding the sled in place. And before you're able to reach it to stop it, it backs away from you, slides down into the lake, smashes through some of the ice into the lake, doing 17 points of damage to it, and it is severely damaged at this point. Not quite broken,
Oh, no.
It hasn't sunk,
Ah.
it's now stuck in the ice, but is pretty badly damaged.
Why wasn't anybody keeping an eye on that?
Why weren't you keeping an eye on that?
Got more things to do than just prop it up. Doing the whole damn thing around here.
Our rope is on that.
It doesn't matter who did it. Go get it.
Tahko, you and Zagrax are off somewhere else at this
Or
point.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, help me go get it.
Is everybody okay?
Yes.
Yeah, because they've just been sitting there not doing a damn thing.
What? I am
Well-
helping.
Not talking about you.
All the townspeople.
He's gonna head off towards it then.
Okay.
I'll follow you. I'm not very strong, but I'll help.
Yeah, Irilyssa will follow after Elora.
So, Vulwin, as you kind of scramble down to where the sled is currently half embedded in the ice, some kind of inner instinct, your outdoorsmanship in this kind of situation, kind of screams out at you. It's like, that's in the ice. The ice is broken.
Damn it all! All right, it's a lost cause. Let it leave it there.
Leave it.
We
All of our rope is like on that thing.
You did unload it first because you had to kind of flip it
Oh,
over.
okay.
For the night, yeah. There's no way. It's too heavy.
You're right.
Best bet we have is if we were able to hook it and pull it in, but otherwise, it crashed through the ice. It's gone. We go out there, we're gone too.
Okay.
well, we could try to hook it. You are a fisherman.
Ha!
That's not a fish.
Touche.
They'll probably be on par with most of his catches.
Oh, damn.
Hey, I can survive out here alone. Anyways.
Not wrong.
All right, see y'all at Dugan's Hole.
Wanders off.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the best bet we have is to try to hook it and pull it in, but we can't get anywhere close to it. We still have the rope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Best chance we got, but that thing looks terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if we pull half of it out. Hey, half's better than nothing, right?
It might be best to hope that we can build another one.
Yeah, don't go any farther out of the ice than this, though.
Okay.
All right.
And turn back around and head back towards camp very angrily. Get the rope and get into my pack, and I've got a grappling hook. That's the best I can do to even try to like fasten this thing to some degree. It would require some people to pull this conjoined strength, but
Okay, so as you go
it's
in,
a long shot.
you're kind of kicking the snow as you go up into the camp to grab your grappling hook and get some rope and tie the grappling hook to the rope. You do notice that the miners who are awake are kind of keeping their distance from you right now. I'm going to say that 2 or 3 of them probably went with you, Tahko and Zagrax, to go and get wood with you. They're not going to leave you to do it yourselves. But yeah, you get the grappling hook and return to the shore.
I mean, honestly, I probably would have preferred for them to rest, considering they're all exhausted or close to it.
Okay, I mean, it's up to you whether you take them or not.
I would not.
Okay. In that case, they are half asleep, kind of just splayed out under what cover they could find.
All right.
So yeah, Vulwin, give me a dexterity check. See if you can hook this thing.
All right. Give it a shot. 14.
Not bad.
Is that a check or a
All right, we'll
save?
stab back and I'll stay away from it here for a moment.
Oh, it's a save.
Oh, that was a save?
That was a save.
Wait. All right. Well, let's roll.
He's trying to save
Actually, is it the same?
the sled.
No, I'll take the same. Hang on.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Plus
Wait, maybe
6.
it's not.
No.
No,
Six,
it would
no,
only be
you're trained
plus.
in that.
It would only be plus 4, so it'd be 2 less, right? Because that's just
So 12.
Yeah. The proficiency is the other number.
Okay, so you
That is the same, right?
twirl the grappling
Yeah,
hook, throw
plus
it
4.
out, and it seems to hook.
I hate it.
Might as well
here.
just give it a go. This is about the best it's going to be for now. So let's see if it's hooked. But might be better to move off the side of the ice here. And there's enough rope to give it a pull.
All right. Roll me 1d6.
Yeah. Okay, dokie. Who's helping?
I'll help.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a big sled, so I figured
Yeah.
this would be. All right, 1d6, 5.
Okay. So between the two of you, you are able to hook the sled and then pull it back up onto the shore, and now you can really see how damaged it is. Several of the planks used have just snapped clean in half. One of the ropes that you used has slipped off completely and is now lost in the water somewhere. You, with Kevin's help, recognize it will probably take another 2 hours or so to put this thing together and repair it, if you get the materials. That's on top of the other sled building time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. I just drag it back to the camp and just bring it there and kind of drop it. And
It's about
this
this
time,
time.
not like, not propped up anywhere.
It's about this
Let's
time that
just all
Tahko and Zagrax, you return, finding a dripping wet
Oh,
sled that seems to have shattered a bit.
good. Did you
Let's all
find the
just
rest of the
collective-
sled?
Yeah, did you find the rest of our first one?
Yeah. But you want to go swimming for it? I'm not so keen on it.
Oh,
I mean, we were building a second sled, not a replacement sled.
Well, now you're building
was an
that in your
accident.
half.
sometimes things just happen. And that's what happened.
All right. Well, I mean, it's a real good thing we were getting materials then.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Go ahead and
It's
take
an
what
awful
we
long
have
time.
here. Go ahead and take what we have here and repair the first sled, and I'll go back out and gather more materials.
Okay.
All right, so it takes you another 2 hours or so to grab the material, but you finally find yourself ready to move again. It's about 1 a.m.
Awesome.
We should. At least some of us should get some sleep, right? Like you, Tahko.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be pushing exhaustion tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
So how long have the miners been sleeping or attempting to sleep at this point?
I mean, they've been out for probably, minus the noise, I mean, 5 hours or so probably.
Okay.
Did you eat anything?
Oh yes, actually, the sled thing happened, so I didn't say it, but I used one of my Chwinga blessings charm to use crate food and water for everyone.
Awesome. How much
Hey.
does that create?
Let me look. It makes 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Oh,
Damn.
actual amounts.
Wow.
Yes. Enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Oh, 15
Oh,
humanoids?
that's-
Okay, that
The
answers
math
question.
checks out
Yeah,
perfectly.
15 humanoids.
So we
And
can at
humanoids
least
and
make
one
up for that.
taco?
The food is bland, but it is nourishing.
That means we can at least make up for the sled thing by having a feast.
Yeah, a bland feast.
Hey man,
Hey, everyone, here's food.
free
Of
food
ice
that
cream
probably-
and like iced
Yeah.
cakes and
Yeah.
more ice cream. It's
No.
mostly ice cream.
But it
oh,
fills
no,
you
they're just
up.
gonna freeze. They're gonna no, they're just gonna freeze through the night. Their core temperature's just gonna plummet with all that
Right.
ice cream.
I don't know. I imagine the magic of the food makes it less, awful.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's soft serve. It's not frozen.
No?
It's ice
Well,
cream. I mean,
whatever,
it's a
it's
Schwinger
food.
blessing. Of course, it's ice based.
It's food.
We'll just have to hope they survive.
Yeah.
I mean, you are able to get enough materials to get a fire going. I wouldn't say it's a good fire, considering most of the wood is going towards the construction of the sleds, but you do get a fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least they're not dead. Okay.
In fact, it's... Oh, gosh, yeah, I forgot just how bad those survival rolls were. Elora,
Hey, mine was the sled.
roll me a
Mhm.
1d6.
1d6.
Oh
We still-
no.
We still have the ruined pieces of the
6.
You
We
do
still have
actually
the
get a
ruined-
fairly decent fire going, so yes.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I was thinking,
also
like, if
have
you
the
roll a
root-
1 or a 2, the fire just goes out, and you're not able to light it again.
Oh, jeez. We do have the
Yay.
ruined pieces of the sled, though. We could also use that.
It's wet, though.
Not if you want to continue to build off of it.
I mean, you did just spend the extra 2 hours repairing it. But you are able
Yeah.
to travel on through the night, or you can choose to actually camp here properly.
Let's actually camp here properly. I've been... Taco's been pushing himself like crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tahko at least should sleep.
Okay.
I'll sleep on the sled and all the villagers can push.
I don't think that's
mean,
going anywhere.
It's 1 a.m. Elora will offer to just stay up and watch because, he has dark vision. Not that Irilyssa doesn't, but you were
say-
actually helping people effectively, and she
Yeah.
recognizes that.
How long can you stay in your lantern?
4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say you
Actually,
can-
I think it's 5 hours now. But yeah,
So yeah, at
Go
this
hop in
point,
there for a quick
Irilyssa,
nap.
you've put out a couple of the blankets that you had set up. Those who were suffering the worst from frostbite are now like curled up on those blankets. Their feet or arms or fingers or whatever it was that was getting damaged by. I don't know what like early stage frostbite looks like, but that salved.
Yeah.
It reddens up.
Right.
Red, numb. Yeah. That
I've
one's
had
one
it.
of those you can't see.
me too.
and then it really burns when it gets warm.
Yeah, you start like
Yep.
screaming because it hurts so bad.
Oh,
I did.
Yay.
Anyway.
Okay, so you take a full rest, and I'll say you're ready to move again about 10 a.m. the next morning.
Yay.
So I've forgotten again how many bleeding villages there were. Did I say 10 or 12? 10? Okay.
10.
Yeah,
for now.
I had like exactly enough crate food and water for everybody.
2 more
10
show
for
up.
now.
Just out of
Huge.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, we did run across one.
Hey. Anyway.
Ran across. Perfect.
He ran away first.
Oh, we really ran across him.
Yeah,
The
I know.
sled.
I'm actively ignoring that joke.
I'm not.
Well.
No.
Okay, so it is about 10 a.m. again the next morning. The clouds do seem to be a bit darker. There is now like heavier snowfall than you've had so far. Like weather does seem to be closing in, at least somewhat.
Great.
Yeah.
All
With
right.
any luck, if we get past, get to Dugan's Hole, we get past there, we'll have easier time traveling. This isn't really the beaten path.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Oh, back to work.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're taking which? Well, it doesn't really matter. You're taking a sled. Who's taking the other? Because Tahko can't do
Me.
both. Zagrax.
Me.
Okay, so Tahko, give me an athletics check. Zagrax, give me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Sad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right.
So Tahko, you struggle a little bit more this time, probably because of the extra snow that's coming in. It kind of just makes you tired more quickly. Zagrax, you have the same kind of feeling. You're able to go for an hour or two with very little problem, but then after that, like it starts to sap your strength, and you really start to feel it. But you keep the sleds moving, and
Do it.
10 people can ride on those sleds total.
Perfect. That's everybody. Hooray!
Yeah. We can
I-
just have his shoes dangling behind at this point.
I'd rather not, but sure.
All right, so you continue on your way.
Do we happen to make better time with all of them on a sled now and everybody who's moving with?
Yes, you
Snowshoes.
do. And also, can I get a survival check from your guide and a perception check from the scoot?
Yeah. 15 for survival check.
And
Scoot.
an 8 for perception.
It's
Yay.
better.
All right.
Not good, but better.
Scoot.
So
Coming from the one who knows.
just need to double check one thing. Do. 2 hours. 4 hours. So after about 6 hours travel, so it is now 4 p.m., you see the outskirts of the metropolis of Dugan's Hole, mostly framed by the large columns of stone which make up Thun's Circle, and then a couple of the squat houses, now that you kind of know what those mounds of snow are, ringed around it. You're still 100 or 200 feet or so outside.
Humanity.
Well, that's putting it strongly.
Yeah. Yeah.
A form of humanity.
Yeah. I'll give you that one.
All it needs to be is we're closer to good mead.
Yep.
So, are you going through the town? Like, what are you doing? How are you doing this?
Yeah. Probably best to just go through town.
Okay.
I'm sure the town is like just there anyways. Like it's kind of, built near the waters. So, unless we're going through the waters, we're going
Yeah.
like through town is the quickest.
I'm feeling it's kind of one of those that we just kind of like meander through, and the old biddy's going to yell off her porch and shake a stick, and then we're just going to keep moving.
It's funny you should mention her, because as you do near the town, She's standing like at the outskirts, a heavy crossbow slung over her shoulder, and there are 4 others, fairly beefy-looking chaps, standing there similarly armed. And she just kind of glowers at you as you approach.
Can we help you with something?
We already made it clear that... No, what was the accent?
It was southern.
We already made it clear that we didn't want more people here, and you come back with an army. How do you think we should take
I hardly consider this an army, but we're just heading through. We're heading to Goodmead.
that? You can head around. Not letting you through. Who knows what your sticky little fingers will lift from my good people.
There's nothing to lift.
I'm not going around. I'm going through.
You'll have to come through us then. I'm not letting you through my town.
Go around, Tahko.
You really want that?
Hey, this is our town. We'll damn well fight for it if you make us.
Well, we're not taking your town from you.
What are you doing?
We just slaughtered Demon's Hole.
We're just standing there and just being like, well,
I mean,
How much extra traveling is it to go around?
too much.
Extra hour.
how many are there?
Look,
It's her plus 3 others.
Oh,
That's it. 4.
he kind of he points around. Like if we do go up and it's kind of an up and around situation. So like we're gonna lose significant time trying to do that.
You reckon an hour
Yeah.
or 2?
Yeah,
Screw that. That's
already 6, right? Yeah,
yeah.
it's already
Couldn't you
late.
just please let us through? We won't even look at you.
Tell you what, I'm not an unreasonable lady. So how about we do a trade? You pay for passage, you can pass through.
Do you see the condition these people are in?
She kind of looks
They've been
out.
slaves.
I sure do. I'm a little afraid that 1 or 2 of them, once they see the delights that Dugan's Hole, might find themselves moving in, taking our food.
I'm going to drop the sledding stuff that I'm holding on to. How far away is she from me?
She's probably about 30 feet.
I'm going to start walking up towards her.
Okay. And as you approach, she lowers the crossbow from off of her shoulder, still pointing it at the ground, and the 3 behind her kind of start to take a bit more of a ready posture.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to attempt to use inflict wounds on her.
All right.
Ah,
Roll initiative in a minute when I've actually set this up. And on that note, we're going to take a break because I'm going to need to set this up.
okay.
So give me about 15 minutes. So we'll start again at 1:30.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay then.
All right.
Yep. I'm just going to kill her.
Head back in the
I think
game.
I'm ready.
All right.
I don't think I'll ever be ready.
Maybe we just should not fight.
All right. So
No.
let's go bring you into this.
Oh boy.
Considering
Oh
how
no.
quickly I put this together, I'm quite proud of myself.
Way to go.
Okay, so go ahead and
Initiative
roll
or-
initiative. Yeah,
Well, it's a surprise action. I'm
it will
sure.
be, but
No
I
one
still
will
need
see
to know
what's
the
happening.
initiative for what happens after.
Nice.
All right.
It just means
Okay.
that you basically ignore the first round.
I'm going to use my Vigilant Blessing to give me advantage
Nice.
on this initiative roll. So I'm not going
21
to
initiative.
my token for it.
Okay.
Hey, it's Danica.
3, second one is...
And yeah,
Oh, wow. I'm really glad I did that.
Zagrax, if
Oh,
you want to
man.
control Danica, please do.
Oh, Danica.
Did that work? Hooray! She goes first. Nah. Oh no, she doesn't. She goes ahead of me.
Three.
I still got an amazing roll for initiative too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like with that 21, I feel like I was like on the up and up about what was going on here. I'm like, Tahko never walks up to make agreements. Wouldn't have been surprised if you
what's
just
going on.
yeah, wouldn't be surprised if you just like suplexed her.
That's the Goliath handshake. That's how we come to an agreement. Is we just suplex each other.
Can you imagine that, like just shaking the hand agreement and being like, and then pick her up and just suplex.
I mean, technically, that is how that other guy greeted you, and for all we know, that could be accurate.
Yeah,
I can tell you
saying
that's
hi.
pretty accurate.
Okay.
A customary thing in the Giants. Just duplex your friends.
You've got to add me to the end of the initiative.
If you do roll initiative for your character, you can change your initiative in the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can edit it yourself as well.
Really?
So when Mord's not
Can.
looking, just bump your number.
Oh, yeah, I totally can.
Good to
I
know.
have all of these memorized at all times. So don't.
Technically,
Yeah,
technically it's all in
right.
chat, so it's like it's hard to, you know.
What am I doing? I'm adding you to initiative. And what did you get?
A 3.
Even with advantage?
Yeah.
I got
Did you see
a
those
3
rolls?
and a 2.
Wow.
Good.
Welcome to the pits of poor rolls. Glad to have
Okay. One other
Yeah,
thing
that's
I need to
initiative
do.
and not something else.
you. Yeah.
All right, so Tahko, as you step forwards, she puts her hand out. Palm
I'm
open.
not grabbing her hand. Yeah, no, I'm just grabbing her.
All right. 14 to hit.
Oh, it's surprise, so you actually would have advantage, right?
That is true. You do have advantage.
Oh,
She's
good.
not-
I'm
Well,
helping
actually,
you out, Tahko.
before you
No,
do
I'll
that,
take the
roll me a
14.
charisma check, just straight up charisma.
Okay.
No, you do not get advantage. She actually kind of pulls away as seeing the expression
Okay.
on your face. That was a contested charisma versus insight.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Because I don't think you're exactly hiding just how pissed you're looking right now.
No, not really.
So she kind of recoils a little bit. So 14 was the attack. That will hit. Roll damage.
Excellent. I said we're going through
Oh my God.
for 20 necrotic damage.
She just slumps down, and you can kind of see that there's this flow of blood that seems to be coming from every orifice as she just slumps in front of you.
Is she dead or is she still up?
Oh no, she's dead.
No!
Oh,
No!
then yeah, I'll just grab her and just have her just die in my hand and just like.
We all like turn around like we don't know him.
Okay, and then I think we're on regular round of initiative, so Vulwin.
Yeah, he's seen what's happened at the best he can from here. He kind of figured out exactly what was happening the moment Tahko got up there. He had a sneaky suspicion. He's going to take out his longbow, and he is going to knock an arrow, but he's going to hold his action to see what happens.
Okay.
He's looking for anybody who might be immediately aggressive after that.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
probably quite freaked out now.
And he's gonna take like a step back over towards whatever this is.
It's like a broken down igloo
Actually,
type thing.
sorry, there is sight. I'll stay right here. Forget that it's dark. Can only see so much. Well, looks like we're going through.
All right, so Tahko.
I'm also going to not act and just stare them down to see what they're going to do.
Roll
Stand
intimidation.
over the corpse of this. Absolutely. Intimidation. Inside. Intimidation. 5. Somehow.
She gets like
Pain.
stuck on your hand when you're trying to be like. "Rrr."
It's gotta give him advantage.
No. Okay.
Sad.
Okay.
Noted. So you're just staring them down. What are you readying?
If they, honestly, I'll do a dodge.
Okay.
I'll be ready to try and dodge their attacks.
Danica. Danica's just going to be watching at this point.
Yep,
There.
Aw.
he did.
Zagrax.
Hooray! He'll just mutter some draconic under his breath of curses, and of course he did, and yada yada. And, go 5, 10, 30. I already forgot where that was. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can make it, I swear.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll dash to another 5, 10, 15, 20. And, yep,
Well, you get to see
stand
the
there
right up close.
and, yep. Be ready for the eventual shit to hit the fan.
Oh, I already did.
All
Oh,
right.
This is
I know.
splattering now.
So this one is going to rush forwards and try to catch the lady as she falls, and then he kind of recoils as a piece of her skin just sloughs away into his hands as he does this. He kind of gives you a panicked look, then reaches for around her neck where there is a horn, grabs it and blows it.
Ooh, if I see that happening, can I try to shoot them?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to prevent them from blowing that horn and see if it works.
Incoming entire.
Oh, a critical
And
miss.
then you shoot Zagrax.
Honestly, Taco's in the way.
Taco is in the way.
Ah.
Just shoot Zagrax.
Roll another
Just for the
attack.
hell of it. Yeah.
What did you say?
Roll
Sorry.
another attack.
Oh, okay. 8.
Nice.
So
about that?
Tahko, something like pings into your back, and you kind of step forwards a little bit from the impact, but it doesn't really it doesn't penetrate or anything. You're gonna have a bruise there in the morning.
All as intended. You shouldn't have done
Zagrax hears that and kind of probably just giggles a little bit. It wasn't me this time.
And
Yeah.
as he blows the horn, he then snaps out, "Get the bow!"
Get the
And
bow.
This one is going to go 1, 2,
That makes sense.
and you notice
Yeah,
that there is
that's what I was
a
worried
very
about.
large crossbow on a mount,
Oh, good.
and that crossbow
right.
starts to turn.
Awesome. Good.
I do this probably. God damn it. Does a 16 hit you, Tahko?
No.
Okay, so a very large shaft of wood, roughly the size of a javelin, whistles past your head agonizingly closely, but just missing you.
Yeah. It was one away.
Yeah. All right. I don't think that those commoners are going to do anything. They're just going to be like, what? And then this one is going to come rushing forwards, seeing what's happening, and is going to take a swing at you, Tahko.
Okay.
He has got a shield, so that's a 9 to hit. No, it strikes at you, and you just kind of you kind of throw the corpse that you're holding right now in his path, and he ends up stabbing her instead.
Perfect. she could use all she could get.
Elora.
He's so mad. She's going to use Mind Sliver on this guy. She can see him.
Okay.
Just maybe he'll pass out. Maybe he'll just pass out.
Maybe.
The DC 13 saver side. Intelligence save.
All right. That is a horrible, horrible failure.
Alright, he takes 2 psychic damage. And she's like, stop! Stop! She's just yelling.
And you just kind of see him just like rub his nose and kind of glance down and kind of recoil a little bit.
Yeah.
Irilyssa.
This isn't very 10 pounds of you. All of you!
She's going to. It's like the move one. Move 30 feet here. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level on the person that Tahko just killed.
Okay.
Is she now undead? But in a nice way.
So she
Wow.
heals
The
10.
nice way.
10 points. Alright, so Tahko, you start to feel her shift in your grip.
Yeah, is she alive?
She seems to be shifting. Oh, what was your word, by the way, Irilyssa? Because you do shout something when you do that.
It's gonna be no.
Okay.
And she's also going to say, we can't kill these people.
Yeah. Right.
And then that's the end of her turn.
Okay. Vulwin.
He's gonna walk up next to Irilyssa, and he's gonna notch another arrow, and he's gonna be aiming at this person on the ballista. But he will hold his action, and he's gonna turn to Irilyssa and be like, "We may not have a choice any longer." That's my turn. Oh, bonus action, Hunter's Mark on the person on the ballista.
Okay.
Or sorry, not Hunter's Mark. We're good. Not gonna do it.
No?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Don't want to mark them. Alright.
So
Nope.
Tahko, she's starting to shift in your grasp. Someone that you were pretty sure was dead and you're still kind of clinging on to. Does currently have a spear buried in her back, bearing in mind.
Alright, so she's conscious again, right?
She is conscious again, yes.
Alright, I'm just going to tell her, call off your men or I'll reduce you to dust.
Give me another intimidation.
Okay. Intimidation. Killed her once, let's do it again.
Oh man.
9. Pathetic. Dice
Big
are not
sad.
on the side for this.
She spits into the snow beside her. You showed your true colours.
Wow, alright.
You did exactly what she said you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Yep,
So be
that's
it.
true.
Are you doing anything else?
Okay. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and inflict wounds again.
Okay. That unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
So she kind of pulls her hand away and you're kind of left with half a handful of the skin off of her hand.
Ugh. Alright. It's fine. We're all fine. Yep, that's all I got then.
Alright. put you on the map layer. That was not what I meant to do. Here we go. This guy comes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. What? What's going on? Are we under attack? Yeah, the shit's just trying to kill Edgar! And I just realised I forgot to do something else, because I am a terrible DM.
No.
Naughty DM. Naughty.
Sorry, juggling a lot of things.
How did I
behind the scenes
screw up
here.
that word so badly that it is actually a word?
And you were running.
Is that actually the word? I'm typing things and I... Oh! I didn't screw up the word. Did I screw up the word?
Danica's going to
Good job.
take a hesitating step forwards and just say to you, Elora, are we fighting these people? What are we doing?
Elora looks extremely conflicted, and she's saying, I'm trying not to hurt them lethally. Yeah, like, just don't... Try to not kill them. I don't know. This is awful.
The easiest way to do that would be not to hit them.
Yeah, you're right.
She's going to take a couple of steps and move up to here. Alright, boss lady pulls herself away from your grasp, Tahko, and at the top of her lungs screams out, "The kids are at the gates! They're attacking us! To arms!" And then she's going to attack you.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
That is a success.
And a 14 to hit.
No.
So the first stab of the short sword, you feel kind of entering your belly as she just carves through the armor. You take 7 points of piercing damage. She then pulls it back again, strikes at you, but this time you catch it on your shield, and she's unable to get the hit.
Okay.
Zagrax.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try something and we'll see where it goes. It's probably too late, but such is life. Zagrax is gonna yell out to stop fighting and do breath weapon and actually go and hit everybody here, including Tahko.
Okay.
And I should probably mention, in an attempt to intimidate everybody to stop fighting.
I'm going to do an attack so everyone quits fighting.
I mean, like, you know, if he yells some, like, snappy words, like freeze or cool off or something, come on, Zagrax, now's your time.
Pull your heads!
So what do we need to roll?
It is con save of DC 12.
Two fails, one success. And Egra fails.
Oh, I need to save too.
Yep.
What is it? What's the save?
12.
For
Con.
which?
Con, yeah.
Okay.
And is it save or suck or half damage?
Half damage.
Well, don't you have, like, cold resistance?
I do. I have.
Take half.
Yep. So I take what? 6 damage?
3.
3. All right.
Because you get half from resistance.
There goes my temporary hit points for the day.
Okay. And what are you saying with that?
Oh, it's too good of an opportunity to not say something of something cold related. So,
Everybody cool off!
and then just sprays whatever icy breath all over everybody,
Yeah.
including Tahko, which is he's probably thematically taking the brunt of it.
Yeah.
To that, Egra shakes off the effects of the cold. They brought a monster with them! Fight him!
Oh, she did.
Really? This lady deserves to die. I'm
She rolled a
sorry.
nat 20 on a will save. I'm sorry.
Damn, lady.
Well, that'll
Damn,
do.
lady.
Well, she was fine up until her choice of words.
She's responsible for this town, and she's the one getting it like slaughtered right now. So I feel no mercy for her whatsoever.
That's an 18 to hit, Tahko.
Yep, that hits.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as one of the thugs slides around behind you and then plunges the spear in your back. But because you're constantly moving, he's not able to get a very good hit off. And commoners are still gonna just kind of stand there and watch, like they don't know what to make of this.
Yeah,
Yep.
most of us don't know what to make of it either, to be completely honest.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then this one is going to take a hit at Tahko. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
5 points of piercing damage. And you're just kind of
Nice.
struggling to fend off the rain of blows from all of the characters around you.
Yeah, they're coming out in force on me. Understandable.
Elora.
So annoyed. Well. Well. He's just gonna disorient this guy
Okay.
with a mind sliver. She's really trying not to kill people.
Roll it.
Yep.
I don't think they have the same concern.
I know.
I
But
wonder
she
why.
does. For now, she does. She's losing hope.
Saves. This one
Saves.
seems to already have something of a headache, and then when you like feel their mind, you're like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Ooh, never mind.
ooh.
All 3 brain cells are
Okay, she tries
focused on
that,
one task.
realizes it's no good, and just yells, "Can we just go around the village?" And then she's losing hope.
All right, Irilyssa.
She's going to turn her head to Vulwin and say, "How many more of his messes do we have to clean up?" And then
It's our,
she's going
it's our
to,
mess too.
No, this is his mess.
Well, you think they're gonna stop at killing him?
I don't think they would have killed anyone had he not gone up and killed that woman.
Not gonna
And-
disagree.
She's going to reach into her bag and pull out a fistful of rose petals and toss them onto the wind and cast sleep on the Eldra and her group.
Okay. Roll the dice.
I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, so 22 plus 13.
Wow.
35.
Wow.
And that's current hit
Thanks.
points, not maximum, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's creatures within a 20 foot of the point I choose within range.
Yeah, they're all
In
with
In
all
ascending
easily
order,
range.
in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures.
That's
So lowest go out first.
I mean, they all just drop at that.
all of them.
All
Damn.
Nice.
So yeah,
Oh,
Tahko, like, you've been fending off all of these blows, and then suddenly the blows stop. You kind of peek from behind your shield, and all around you, each and every one of them is just slumped on the snow. Edgar kind of has built herself a little pillow, is kind of curled up around it, and they all just like.
And the Irilyssa is going to say, "Let's go around."
We're going through.
No.
All right.
Vulwin.
Did this person do anything out of curiosity?
Looks like if he's reloaded the crossbow.
Okay. No one has to die here. Put arms down, we'll go peacefully.
Through the town.
No one else needs to die. You have our word.
You have my word.
Shut up, Tahko.
Get off your high horse. You're already tall enough.
He's more like just like, not now, Tahko.
So
He does have an arrow readied at this person on the ballista. But yeah, that's what he's saying.
the one at the ballista will say, did you say through the town or around it?
I didn't say either or. The Tahko was the one talking, and he
very
told him.
specifically said through the town.
Yeah, and he said, "Not now, Tahko."
The one at the ballista is going to call out, the town's riled. If you don't go around, you'll get all of us fighting you. Edgar's the one you got beef with. Leave now, and we won't come after you.
We're going around, Tahko.
Fine.
We're going around, or you're staying here alone.
With
I
that
said
talk,
fine. All right.
Good.
I'll just head back to the cart.
okay.
Man, I'm so tempted just to pop her head like a melon.
I like the fine, but she's coming with as you start dragging.
Right?
I'm actually gonna walk up to her and kneel down and dump, we'll say like 10 lay
As
on
you
hands
approach
points
her,
to
the
heal her.
one with the ballista goes, hey, no. And you do notice.
Do you
she's
want
got
her
the
to
ballista.
stay in this state? or
I
do you
don't
want
give
her
a
to live?
damn. Get out of here. I don't trust you. I have no reason to trust you. And the rest of the guard is coming at you. Get out of here.
Just leave them.
Yeah.
He'll just stand up and shrug and walk away.
Pitches are high, Zagrax.
And you do notice, like, the ballista is very much training on you guys as you're leaving.
Oh yeah.
And as you pull away, several more guards do appear from the outskirts, well, from the edge. Starting
Alright.
to gather.
Okay, cool. I'll take an aiming walk back the entire time.
Yep.
I'll-
Everybody else go
I'll-
first.
I'll start pulling the cart around the fucking town.
Go check on Agra. They all collapsed. But I can hear snoring. Why can I hear snoring? They're alive. Praise to you. They're alive.
Really? Yeah.
Praise Irilyssa, they're alive.
Yeah, really.
Like that Tahko probably just says that. Like,
I was like, I
Yeah.
wonder if somebody has calm emotions prepared, but sleep works too.
Yep. Can't be upset if you're unconscious.
So you all back away. Tahko and Zagrax gonna get an athletics check from you
Yeah.
as you were starting to
you're-
tug the sleds.
Irilyssa will be behind the sled that Zagrax is pushing it.
Okay. Then yeah, between the three of you, you're able to get the sleds moving, and most of the commoners have like jumped out, even if they don't have shoes, and are kind of warily eyes towards the town, following alongside. They're also helping push the sleds to get you away from there quicker.
Okay.
And with that, you pull away.
All right. I just
cost-
don't... Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're going to.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you cost us time, Tahko.
Not really. We lost, what, a minute?
I just don't think we're much of a Dawnbringers if we're just going to take out an entire town, one of the 10 towns.
I wanted to take her out. The rest of the county do what it wants.
I know
She
that
deserves it. She's trying to exploit refugees.
I know, but we could have just talked through it.
We tried talking. She'd rather pull out crossbows.
We tried talking for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not in the talking mood.
Let's just
She
get to good
deserved
meat.
to die.
They like us in good meat.
Yeah, they're good people in good meat.
Irilyssa is just going to turn to Tahko and just with the coldest look say to him, "You have no light in you."
All right. I'll keep pulling this sled full of refugees then.
We appreciate it, and we'll do our bit to help you. We better just get out of here.
Yes.
And yeah, with the villagers all pushing the sled as well, it's notably lighter.
Hmm. Well, don't overextend yourselves.
It's no trouble if it means, avoiding some bloodshed. Happy to do our part.
I feel like Vulwin's got like a mixed grimace on his face. On one hand, they're pulling their weight. On the other hand,
I feel like these refugees are terrified of us.
Right? They probably should be. I have to say, though, good job, Irilyssa. Once that horn was blown, I figured we'd have to slaughter half of the town.
Oh, it wouldn't have been half. It probably would have been all of it, or a vast majority of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does take you an extra 2 hours to skirt around the town. No, 3 hours, because you decide to put a little bit of extra space between you and them. And the whole way, you can see, like, at the edge of town, you are being skirted by a fairly significant body of people. A combination of armed and armoured, I'm not going to say well-armed and armoured, people, plus just general townsfolk, men, women, children, elderly, the young, all armed and kind of watching you as you pass around.
Good.
This is what I meant, Tahko. This is the time we lost.
I have no regrets for what I did.
And that's why you have no light in you.
Okay.
All I'm saying is she was prepared to come to an agreement. We didn't even hear it out. A bit preemptive, if I had.
She deserved what she had coming to her.
What is gold compared to these people's lives?
That's what she figured.
That's what I figure too. What is gold compared to these people's lives?
Not
if
worth
she
giving
would
to
have
her.
wanted a fortune of gold, we could have paid it. We're
She
not
didn't
exactly poor, Tahko.
I don't care. She didn't deserve anything except death. And the only reason she didn't get it is because you spared her.
There's no point in talking about this. We're not going to agree.
That's true.
Probably feels hurt by our actions because the only people we interacted with in Dugan's Hole, we told them to leave for good meat. So.
Well, hopefully we'll never need to go to Dugan's Hole ever again.
That's only on the way back to Hillside.
Well, we can skirt around it. It's not a metropolis or anything.
You actually mean to go back to Hillside? Why?
There's more people to save in there.
Exactly.
Actually, I'm not sure how many others there are. You actually seem to have done a pretty good job of clearing it out there. There are more tunnels beyond, but most of the mining is what you saw.
I think we should head to East Haven, to be honest, after this.
There's depth to the mines, and even those who controlled us wouldn't send us down there. Tried it once or twice. They never came back. Wasn't productive.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to find what horrors lurk down there.
Well,
Well, I'm just glad that you're on our side. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You have Zagrax to thank for that. Cares for you.
Oh, thank you. I know we haven't been up to speaking too much. Each of us have had their own problems to work through, but you do have our thanks. We're pretty sure we owe our lives to you.
I'm sorry I nearly lost your lives, Dugan's Hole. That would be a terrible place to die.
For everything I've heard of that place, yeah. But nothing can't be said about the pride of that place. They'll fight to the last, that's for sure.
Hopefully they die to the last.
Kind of gives you a glance and then just puts his head down and keeps pushing the sled. Okay, so it is now 7 p.m. You are leaving Dugan's Hole behind you on the path to Goodmead. It gets a little bit easier going because it's flatter ground, but it's still not like a paved road or anything. You are still very much on just a track.
let's push ourselves to get to good mead and enjoy a good
Mead.
tankard of ale. Mead.
And a good mead.
Yeah, a good
Yeah.
mead.
That was
She kinda
Tahko interjecting, by the way. It's good. Mead.
Yeah.
It's a well-named town.
Okay, so you are able... Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I was going to say Vulwin's going to continue to lead the rest of the way, but
Yep.
he'll be silent the rest of the way.
Buckle up, here we go.
So yeah, it's 2 hours, 4 hours. So it's now 11 p.m. Do you want to continue? It's the ones who are getting tired have kind of jumped back into the sled, but honestly, they all seem to have rallied somewhat and are pushing. Irilyssa, give me a medicine check.
They're inspired to not have to be around me.
Pretty much.
A 14.
Like, the sooner we get to good mood, the sooner these people will leave.
You do notice that two of them who are still pushing, early on when they were pushing, like everyone was doing their part, they were struggling already, and both of them, their legs are very red. These are two without shoes.
She's gonna point to them. Back in the sled. Warm yourselves up.
No, me legs are all right. Keep doing our part. Keep doing our part. Keep the head down. We'll get there.
She's going to say it more forcefully. Back in the sled. Warm your legs up.
Roll me persuasion or intimidation, whichever you think is more appropriate.
I was gonna say, Zagrax is totally gonna over his shoulder and be like,
13.
You better do what she says. She goes a little hectic when it comes to keeping yourself in good health.
And one of them glances towards Tahko and jumps in the sled. The other doesn't even need urging; he just jumps in.
Good.
She'll pull the furs that she got from that one fortress out and hand it to one of them.
I would have thought they were already out, but okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, in the chaos, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 11 p.m. You're continuing on.
Where are we on the map? Just right
How
outside
far
Dugan's
are
Hole?
we?
You're about there right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And yeah.
We'll push
push
through the
to
night
me.
to make it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you mention something, Vulwin doesn't seem to be stopping.
Somewhere safe.
Vulwin, speaking of which, give me a survival check, and Irilyssa, give me a perception.
18.
Okay.
Yay.
Perception. A 6.
Nice.
I'm doing real great.
You're busy shooing them
Really
into the
distracted,
sled.
Irilyssa.
Wow.
So, Vulwin, as you're looking around, like making sure you get the route going, you rush ahead of the party a little bit. And you do see that there is movement ahead of you. Irylyssa's completely missed this.
Oh, so
Oh, she's yelling
that's
at
pretty.
villagers. She's also behind one of the sleds, so
There
she's
you
not
go.
really in a place.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you're more
it's
Like
focused on
goading
like
villagers.
the safety of the villagers around you, especially now that you've noticed that they are starting to take injuries.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've got a lantern light, so that thing's probably no more than 60 feet out from where I'm at, whatever it is.
It's probably
'Cause I
like
can't see any
double
further.
that. You can see the silhouette ahead. And
Oh.
they're wearing like darker clothing, so you can tell. And it seems to be. Actually, give me a perception. Let's see exactly what
Sure.
you see.
Let's see what I see. About a 9.
Oh,
That's better, right?
A figure
Silhouette.
ahead. That's all you see.
All right, figure.
Cool.
That's about what I expected to see in the dark.
It might be someone from Bryn Shander that we sent out
Yeah.
here to protect Goodmead.
Oh, you're right.
Could be.
hopefully.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna like. You guys can see me. I've got a lantern out there, so I'm just gonna kind of raise my hand up, to kind of slow down or stop, and I'm also gonna raise my lantern higher, and I'm going to continue to step forward so I can actually get whatever this figure is in the light, or clearly drawing attention to what I'm doing.
Okay, so
I'm not saying anything though.
You do see the figure obviously look back towards you and then hurry on forwards. So, considering how fast you can run, they don't seem to be going that quickly. But it is an increase in pace.
Okay. Am I seeing this figure running on all fours, running on
No, bipedal.
bipedal? Oh no!
Bipedal.
Good.
Okay. All right. He do. He's gonna let it be. He's not gonna do anything. Yeah.
I'm going to quietly heal myself, which I probably would have done by now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? If he can still make out the target, actually, he's going to hunter's mark this person or this thing.
Okay. Can you put the description in chat for that?
Sure.
This is fun.
Let's see.
Little divination spell.
Where is it? Oh, I probably have to go to the actual spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hunter's mark. Well, that's Hunter's mark rolling. How about
There should be a little speech bubble next to it. There you go.
Ah, there it is.
you
Found
go.
it. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have an advantage on any wisdom.
Okay, so yeah,
Perception or
you
survival
do now
checks
have
to find
advantage
them.
on perception, so... Oh, the previous one should have been on disadvantage, actually, because it's dim light.
Oh, it's verbal component. You have to say "gotcha" as you're putting your hunter's mark on him.
It's a bit of a weird one.
What are you?
Roll me another perception, just out of it. Or survival, your choice.
Okay, I'll roll perception. It makes sense to me. 24.
You do notice, you're still not sure what they are, but now that your attention is really honed in through years and years of practice with this, you do see that their arms are out to the side and they seem to be pulling something with them.
Okay. I'll
Out to the side,
I'll-
but behind.
yeah. I'll still pause for a moment as whatever that is flits off into the darkness. I can't see it anymore, and then I'll motion that we can keep moving. And as we move forward, I'm also going to be keeping an eye out for the tracks that this thing might have left.
Okay.
Get an idea of where it's heading while we're heading in the Goodmead direction, and maybe I can identify these tracks. I don't know.
I'm going to use the same survival roll you used earlier. So now that you're specifically looking for tracks, there are 3 of them. One human-sized, 2 smaller.
Okay. No sign of blood or anything?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back up to the group. And Irilyssa, did you say something to me earlier? I was trying to remember.
She said it might be. If you pointed it out to her, she'd say it might be a guard from Bryn Shander.
Yeah. He'll walk up to you and be like, I don't know if it's a guard from Bryn Shander, but 3 sets of tracks. Humanoid, probably human, 2 smaller. Dragon something. I don't know what it was. I don't think that's any guard.
You didn't see any tracks or any, like, evidence of something being tracked?
Yeah, it was weird. Saw him dragging something, but didn't see any evidence of anything dragged.
Okay.
Couldn't make it out, but I know you can see 3 sets.
Huh.
2 sets of smaller
It's,
tracks, 1 humanoid.
Maybe it's that lady and her 2 kids.
Oh,
How far away are they?
what was her name?
Like, at this point, probably going on 150 feet ahead.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because
Yeah.
you did slow and let them.
If you're
increase the gap.
if you're eager to follow them, you could probably follow the tracks to them while we're moving forward. But from what I can see, they're running. So
Well, they're probably scared.
And one of the
I'll show you
villagers
the
kind of
direction.
glances
probably
at you
see
as
it
you
even
say
I
that.
can.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
blocked you out, Vulwin.
Oh no, it's okay.
Ah.
Oh no,
We lost one.
here,
So
let's
the
see.
rest
Still there.
just disappears. That's a really good stealth roll.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good night. I was a rogue all along.
Ah! Who knew that? Well, I guess everybody knows because Torn rogues are the best rogues. You never find them.
While I'm so basically what I'm offering is while heading in the same direction of Goodmead, which it seems like it may or may not have been going off in that same direction. I can scout those tracks as I'm going, and if Irilyssa wants to try to get better sight of them, because I know Irilyssa can see very well in the dark, or wants to call out a name, then her and I could hustle it a bit forward from the group, but still trying to lead the way to Goodmead.
That sounds like a great plan. Let's do that.
As the pack mules continue pack muling.
Okay.
It's true.
So yeah, Vulwin, as you and Irilyssa close the gap, Irilyssa, you do recognize, well, you see the back of them, but it does seem to be 1 adult-sized humanoid, and 2 child-sized humanoids.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just opening the notes.
And you do see every now and then the adult kind of glances behind and then pulls at the 2 things that she's dragging along to try and get some more speed out of them.
Just pulling the kids.
Yeah.
I
mean-
caught that. Unfortunately, Zagrax would not. Even if he was paying attention.
I mean, I assume we had a lantern out, and there's just this big hulking thing dragging a sled, and then another hulking thing dragging another sled. There's like a whole
Yeah, with the sound of
like caravan of people.
plus many footsteps.
It's like, come on,
Um,
kids, time to run.
Irilyssa will use thaumaturgy to make her voice louder and say,
Okay.
Hilda, come back. It's Irilyssa.
The figure stops and looks back towards you, but doesn't approach. They just kind of stop there.
Well, we'll catch up to them soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'll continue moving in that direction with Irilyssa. I can't see them.
The 2 child-sized figures sprint off the side of the path. One of them disappears almost entirely. The other one you can still kind of see at a distance, like head poking out from behind a pile of snow. Because he rolled terribly on that stealth check.
He's hiding behind a
Here.
fern. Some
The
grass.
fern's sitting there wiggling, like right here behind me. It's hiding.
Right.
They're here. Get the kid. Get it.
Get him off me! Get him off me! Come on! Hurry up!
Right. What do you
You
hear,
advantage.
Alyssa? Is it them?
She stopped when I said her name. She'll call out again. Hilda!
Well, maybe you should let her know who you are. It's
She did.
pretty dark out. Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, she did. Okay, so as you call out a second time, they'll start to tentatively make their way back towards you, and every now and then they'll like stop, turn around, make a gesture behind them, and then continue on towards you. And the head that was poking around the snow drift after one of these stops disappears from view.
Hide better. Okay.
No.
Hey, hi. Hi.
Hello.
I
Uh,
wasn't expecting to
just
see you here.
You weren't expecting to be here.
Well,
We've got refugees from city. We're heading to Goodmead. You're more than welcome to join us.
I would appreciate that. We decided to travel at night. Less chance of being found. And with that, she lets out a whistle, and the two heads from various hiding spots, and then they start making their way towards you. And it is indeed the two kids, and they run up to their mother and then kind of hide behind her skirts. She kind of keeps them bundled behind her. But it's clear that she's pleased to see you. She's just really nervous because she's probably further from Dugan's Hold than she's ever been before, and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, no, it's less. It's 1
It's
o'clock in the morning.
probably about this time that the behemoths pulling the carts become.
Yep.
Yeah. It was lucky that we're the ones that came across you. Traveling at night, the things I can see at night, you won't see them.
Oh, right.
It may have been better not to see them.
So we should travel in the day?
I disagree.
Would it make a difference? Kind of looks
I
around.
I don't think you have to worry about that now.
Like I say, at this point, Zagrax pulls up and hears traveling during.
It's best just not to travel much at all by yourself if you can.
Well, Irilyssa suggested that we should.
Oh yeah, I think this was one of those where it was worth the risk. It's just something you don't do on a whim
Yeah.
unless you're crazy like Tahko.
Well,
At least you're on an actual trail.
Yeah.
yeah,
We've
it'd
ran
be good
across-
to get this far.
Multiple Yetis to the south.
Oh.
Don't.
Don't worry about it. Just come with us. We're almost to Goodmead, right?
Yetis?
You're safe now.
Are they as furry as they say?
The
Yes.
furriest.
Oh, they're just like big dogs then. I'd love to meet a Yeti.
No, you wouldn't, kid.
I wish they were cute like dogs.
Are they bigger than you? She says to you, Vulwin.
He's gonna just point backwards with his thumb. Bigger than that thing. Scarier, too. Pointing to Tahko, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
He's not very furry.
Use your imagination.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I
Well, one's just like, exactly.
Zagrax just 100% bursts out laughing. Like, after everything that's gone on, the kid's just imagining Tahko but furry and shuddering. Yep.
Well, now I won't think they're like dogs, so I don't want to go see one.
Right.
Can we widen the sled? Sleds are fun.
I assume there's still a couple of villagers pushing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably like 4 of the 10 up in the sleds at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're small
wow.
anyway. They might as well get on.
We really gave them some inspiration.
Yeah.
There was no we. It was all of you. And it was not inspiration, it was death-defying fear. So,
Yes, certainly.
call it what it is.
All right.
I might have chastised them, but you're the one that
Yeah. The end
obliterated someone
dread.
with your hand.
Dread. The end goal may be the same. The end result may be the same, but the way to get there is not. Definitely not.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
So, the two kids jump in the sled, and within seconds, really, they're asleep. Like, it's way beyond their bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
Do you push on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. As you do, Hilda walks with you, Irilyssa, and just asks you various questions about Saloon, like how the prayer should happen, how exactly, does she demand sacrifices, that type of thing.
Oh.
Did the leader of the require sacrifices?
Well, everyone demands a sacrifice of some kind. Many of the gods of Icewind, heat is the normal one. We make a fire to them.
I've never heard of Saloon asking for a sacrifice.
She sounds nice.
Yeah, normally she just prays a lot.
And with that, you continue on into the night, and then at around 5 o'clock in the morning, you're all incredibly tired at this point. I'm not going to say at exhaustion yet, but close. And you see, or rather you hear the bzzz in the distance. That
It's a good side.
yeah,
Wonderful.
and then soon after, the large stone mead hall rising above the city.
I don't think I've ever been so glad to hear the sound of bees in my life.
Exactly.
At least we're in a civilized town.
A civilized town with good drink.
Yes.
Not that Zagrax would know, but I totally want to know what the look on her face is, having been in Dugan's whole life, and now seeing an actual town.
Her mouth is very much agape. She's kind of looking in bewilderment at the size of the main structure. As you get closer to the town, you can now see that it is definitely expanded. There are a number of large tent-like dwellings that have been set up on the outskirts of the town. It's still incredibly early in the morning, so there aren't very many people around. But you do see that there are a couple of small groups of what look like guards posted around the perimeter. And as you make your way down the main road to Goodmead, one group of these guards, it's a human, a dwarf, and what looks to be a Goliath, stride towards you.
I'll leave the talking to you, Zagrax. Maybe we can speak to Irilyssa.
Okay.
Hey,
Tahko, stay there.
Oh there, travellers. Who are you? What business do you have here?
Greetings and morning. We've been traveling through the night, bringing some refugees from Hillside, further to the south. They are in great dire need of food, shelter, and rest.
Right, well, we could probably find a place to stash them up. Gotta say, though, food and things are getting mighty short. Not sure that they'll find the repose that they need here. But they're welcome to stay for a while.
We're more than grateful for that.
And then with that, he kind of makes a gesture behind him, and you notice that there are another two sets of guards that had kind of been watching from a wary distance. They turn away and start looking out in their various directions again. Well, if you follow me, I'll lead you in. Most of the town's asleep right now. I'm sure you want to bed down for a while as well.
Yes.
Indeed. It's good to see that
Yeah.
the guards seem to be taken up and are doing good work.
Well, we try our best. There are a couple of professionals, like I serve in the spinning stones, and then I gotta say I'm actually quite impressed with how the refugees the new inhabitants have been shaping up. They've been quite willing to do their part. It's just a shame that resources are stretched thin right now. But that's going to be the
Yeah.
same throughout the Dales.
Indeed. But hopefully, when all working together, it'll all work out.
Aye. Well, if you follow me, and with that he kind of takes the lead, and the other two fall in to the side of the two sleds, not offering to help or anything. They're just kind of keeping a wary eye on you guys. Except for the human. The human, like, immediately just puts his weapon away and seems just kind of ambles along. And you do notice that he kind of grins at you a couple of times, various members of the party, as you catch his eye.
Okay.
I want to insight check this dude.
Go for it.
No kidding, right?
A
Do we know
16.
him?
He seems genuinely happy to see you all.
That's good.
I don't think I even noticed that he exists.
Right.
Once he gets outside of vision, not that I would know he exists in the first place, but
Does Zagrax not have object permanence?
no, not at all. not at a 5 wisdom. Nope.
We're going where?
Wow.
Nah,
Feel
he's not
blessed.
that bad, but at the sheer exhaustion level, like the second
Yeah.
he's gone, like all I
Right.
care about is moving sled.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm probably still just focused on pushing the sled as well. At least until I can quit.
Yeah. Before we head in, Vulwin's gonna kind of step aside and take out a knife and make a little figure in the snow. Reach his hand into the snow and then put a whole handful of snow in his coat pocket.
Okay.
And then walk back.
I see nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, get the good snow. Pocket that stuff.
Pocket snow. Get him. So when we,
Gotta
when we
get-
jump him,
this
just
is where I get
pocket
the good
snow.
stuff.
And then one of the guards is like, "Hey, thieves!"
Stop, thief!
How dare you?
that snow
Yes,
belongs to the
because-
town.
Yes, of all things to be defensive about, it's the sheer amount of snow that continues to fall on a regular basis.
Hey, if it was in the town perimeters, theirs.
I think Lauren's so tired.
I have a feeling they're not as possessive as the last town we passed through.
Yeah.
Right. Ugh.
Okay, so you make it into the town. As you get closer to the mead hall, it gets harder and harder to pull the sleds until it's pretty much impossible because the snow disappears. Like, the mead hall still, even though you can't really feel it, does radiate heat, and there is a perimeter around it where the snow is just melted, or at least turned into a thick slurry, which is not conducive to sled pulling.
Okay. I would assume then we'd probably pull it off to the side, off the trail, main path, and go on from there.
Yeah, just park it.
Yeah.
And-
Not that
I don't think anyone's going to steal it. It's kind of like
It's too
just
completely
haphazardly made.
ramshackle. Yeah.
we'll just throw it on top of the firewood if this firewood is set aside.
Yeah, just take the useful bits that we used to make it.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you doing with the rope? Because you did invest a fair amount of rope into this.
Take the rope.
That's true.
I mean, it will take you probably an hour or so to undo all of the rope.
Yeah.
That's for
Because
later.
none of you, I
Yeah.
think, have the sailor background, so none of you actually know how to tie a proper knot. So the knots
Yeah,
that
I'm
you've
a
done
fisher.
is probably a knot on top of 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 a knot.
Worry about it.
I probably
tomorrow.
got half knot knowledge with being a fisher.
Yeah, that's true. You probably do.
Untying knots is a heck of a lot easier than tying.
Mhm.
You
It
say
depends.
that, but
Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends.
They're not meant to come untied.
Some of those things are wild, man.
Yeah.
Especially once you put some tension on them. Ooh,
I
they ain't
mean,
never
if you
coming
know
apart.
if you know how to untie them, great. If you don't, good luck.
Yeah.
and just for the record, those of you who had been walking behind the sleds, there probably is every couple of meters just another stick has just fallen off, just left in your trail. Like, these things were falling apart as you were dragging them. If you had to take them further, they would have disintegrated. And you're kind of lucky that they made it as far as they did.
Yay.
But it
Yeah.
worked. We made it. Hooray!
Zagrax.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just kind of like nod over.
He'll make sure that the sled's parked and everybody's kind of moving on their own, and then follow over.
Okay. You pull you off to the side, and he's gonna reach his hand out of his pocket, and he's gonna have like a clutched fist, and he's gonna be holding it up towards you.
He'll put out his hand then.
One each for those who made it from Hillside, and he'll drop a handful of what look like berries covered in snow that are starting to melt in your hand, in his hand. It'll subside their hunger for a bit, but probably no more than a day.
Awesome. Never seen these before.
Be discreet.
Roger that.
And she'll head off and smuggle the berries to. I'm not like being sneaky about it, but I'm not being overt.
Yeah.
AKA,
You're handing out rations, basically.
I'm handing him each a berry, and the slow. Hey, eat this. It'll subside your hunger.
Here's your rations. Oh, good. One berry.
Yeah,
That's my absolute favorite.
yeah.
It's like they're just looking at you like, this will make you less hungry, and they're like, yeah, but what?
And
For
he'll
5
say,
minutes, maybe.
yeah. It's just trust me. Yeah, I know. Come on. Yep.
I just also imagine Zagrax just walking around with 2 handfuls of berries and just kind of looking around and then just shoving them in his mouth.
No.
Oh, no.
No, there's definitely the 2 handfuls of berries and looking around, and it's kind of like the trying to be low key, but also not. And it's like
Yeah.
I don't know how to nonchalant this.
I mean, that's about as much as you have to be nonchalant with it. That's fine.
Told you to be discreet, so he's gonna try to be discreet without being discreet. And you all know how that ends up looking.
Yeah, he'll come back to the group with you as well.
Yep. So I'll hand out the berries to the people.
So they form like an orderly queue to go past you and then into the mead hall, getting a berry each as they go.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray!
Is the drink still free here?
We're passing out communion.
I still have my cup.
Probably.
You buy the cup, you get a lifetime ale.
Yeah, I still got the cup too.
Yeah.
Did I? If I did, I didn't put it on my.
No free refills cup.
Yes, yeah, I don't think I wrote it on my list, but I did buy the cup, the free refill cup.
Right.
I mean, we might have just free residency.
Oh well,
here.
new rules.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been there's been a bit that's gone on since we've been here.
It has
I mean,
been a
as
while.
long as no one tries to kill us in their sleep, I don't care. I'm good.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
What? No.
Not again.
okay, so
Hey.
you enter the. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say at this time it's exhaustion, not alcohol. There ain't no waking up this time.
You can add alcohol.
You're right about one thing. There ain't no waking up this time.
Gotcha, Zagrax. Finally gotcha.
Character made. Let's go. I'm down. I'm ready.
Wait,
I'm not ready.
remember what I said about
Please
the next
don't.
time you go to sleep?
Please.
Well.
Okay, so you go into the mead hall. You do immediately notice that large portions of the hall have been like curtained off. Most of the tables have been like set into, say, half the previous structure, and there are definite sounds of snoring coming from the curtained off areas. There is still a big fire in the central hearth, and you can every now and then see like a bee or something shooting past, making its way into the nests above. And you are greeted by the innkeeper, who just kind of gives you a bit of a wave before getting back and cleaning something.
This is quite a number of people in here. I don't suppose there's any rooms available.
You're talking to the innkeeper, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, space is getting a bit tight here, I must say. But we do keep a couple of rooms for travellers.
Oh, good.
All right. I'll take them. How many? How much?
We got 2 rooms. There'll be a silver each.
All right. Here's a gold for each.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Have you been here? And he kind of pauses for a moment and then kind of looks you up. You have been here. I remember you.
Yeah. It's been a little bit.
He's still serving.
Of course I am. It's one of the only jobs really going around now we've had the influx of new people.
Good, because today's been shit. And he's just going to pull up a seat at the bar.
Oh, you meant... Yeah, I thought you would... Gotcha. So what can we get you? I'm sure that you can call the chef out of bed. You guys have certainly earned that. And we'll just, for levity, say he goes and gets various foodstuffs which you can eat.
Yay.
Yay.
It's not free, but with the amount that Tahko
That's
paid, it's free. It's basic. Things are kind of drenched in honey to kind of make up for the fact that there isn't much of it.
Okay.
I mean, they have plenty of honey, I'm sure. So.
Yeah.
There's only
It's
so much you
definitely a
can
lot
do
more
with honey.
basic than you had previously, but it's still like breads, cheeses, fish, lots of fish.
Okay.
Honey and fish is pretty good, right? Not bad.
Yeah, like
Not a
honey and
combination I
salmon.
put together.
But yeah, I'm feeling it's one of those eat some stuff and then pass out for 12 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elora just wants to eat and then get a room key and go to bed.
Yep.
So
Just
yeah,
be dead to the world for a while.
you wolf food down, and
I guess
Like-
Zagrax should probably first make sure that the refugees end up somewhere that's decent.
Reasonable.
they are kind of hovering around you guys a little bit awkwardly.
Yeah.
Not having really been told what to do or where to go or anything.
Where'd the guard go? He said follow him, and then he just disappeared.
All right. I'm
It's
gonna
gone back on
drop
duty.
another 2. I'm gonna drop another 2 gold pieces to take care of the refugees as well. I assume they can just sleep wherever since we bought the rooms, but that should cover their food for a while.
There's a couple of bunks behind the curtains. Usually those are used by the guards, but obviously a bunch of them are on duty right now. I'm sure they won't mind.
Great. That's good.
There you go.
And when Olivessa gets up in the morning, I'm sure she'll want a word.
Yeah,
Hmm.
of course.
Indeed.
Well, sleep well. Good to see you back again. Ale and arty.
Thanks.
Good to be
Good to
back.
Yes. Took the words from me.
Elora
As
will
well,
tell
like
the
probably
refugees.
move at the slowest speed
yeah,
we've ever
yeah.
moved in our entire life, but
True.
trying to be speedy about it.
Just shuffle our way to bed.
Well, at least Tahko and I don't know about the rest of you, but Tahko and I are probably like you can see the
You guys are
concentrated
probably
effort of I have to move this muscle to pick up this leg to put it back down again.
Solid agony. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Vulwin moves very decidedly. Not like super dexterous, but like the sense of like you couldn't stop this man from moving at this point.
Yeah.
Like, the weariness means nothing to the will.
Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty much the vibe going on.
So the 2 rooms that you're given, they're pretty much ones you've stayed in before. They're pretty standard hotel fare. There's clean sheets on the beds, relatively comfortable.
More comfortable than the ground.
Much. And warmer. Like, that's the main
Yes.
thing about Goodmead, especially the Mead Hall, it is warm. Much warmer than
Yay.
pretty much anywhere else in Icewind Dale.
Mm,
Mhm.
Geese can do that.
It's not just that, it's also the roaring hearth in the centre of the place.
Yeah,
Well, that too.
they built it for that.
Yeah.
And you turn in for the night and head to sleep.
The morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the morning. Are you going to, like, just wake up when you wake up? Are you going to, like, not exactly set an alarm, but have a time in mind for when you'd like to rouse? Bearing in mind it's now 5 a.m.
Nah, it's probably
Nope.
wake up when you wake up.
I'm sleeping into the day.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
Olivessa like wants us up, I assume she will get us. That's Elora's thought.
Yep.
I don't think it was hidden at all of how sheer dead tired all of us were.
I'm sure they noticed.
Yeah, I'm going to bed with the nice thoughts of I'm probably not the one that needs to be woken up to be spoken to, Zagrax.
I mean, that is true. That is very true.
So
that's-
each of you, give me a con save.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Hope
Nice.
it's for how well we rest.
I hope not, because.
Woo!
Oh, come on! Well, I guess I am
Zagrax,
getting roused to talk.
tired. Gets halfway into bed.
So
Oh.
Tahko, Elora, and Vulwin, you all wake up around 1 o'clock in the afternoon after a decent
Nice.
8 hours of sleep. Irilyssa, you're probably about half an hour later after you wake up after you like hear other
Oh.
movement.
We're the other way around.
Zagrax, you are out.
Let's go.
Yeah, anyone check up for a pulse?
Honestly, not a bad course of action, given who it is.
I did say you won't wake up.
Jack.
Yep.
Well, it's fine.
Didn't even have
We can
alcohol
talk
this
to
time.
All of us, if she wants to talk, it's not a big deal. Let Zagrax sleep.
He's probably totally like sprawled, like an arm out one side, a leg out the other, like just completely like sideways, like
Yeah.
totally barely in the bed at all at this point.
Pretty much. So yeah, the rest of the party just let you stay there. The rest of you head down into the mead hall, and it is now decidedly busier. There are a lot of people around, not necessarily eating and drinking. There do seem to be quite a few just kind of milling around, not doing very much. And every now and then, someone will kind of pop their head in, count out a couple of people. Those groups will then leave with that person off to do whatever job it is that is needed to be done.
Well, seems like they are efficient. And
Good.
am trying to expand accordingly. That's good.
I'm glad to see you're all up and about, except for, he's probably still asleep, isn't he?
Yeah, Zagrax is a sleepy boy.
Well, Olivessa's been around 2 or 3 times. She's quite eager to have a word with you, but I made it pretty clear that you guys needed to get some shut-eye, and I think she understood you deserved it. Had a word with a couple of the people that you brought in. Seems like you had a bit of an adventure getting here.
Yeah.
True.
I'd say that.
Well, I'm glad that they made it, and we'll do what we can for them. But I'm sure the guards on the way in told you we're not exactly flush with food and stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if need be, we could probably take them to East Haven. We were thinking of possibly going there anyway.
East Haven might be a good idea. I've heard they've had a couple of troubles, though, with creatures roaming in the night, stealing, breaking things. Might
Yeah,
even
well,
be that a couple of the people here have come from East Haven, I'm not sure.
yeah, I think we know. We might know what it is that those creatures are. The Durgar.
Durahar?
Creatures.
Dark dwarves.
Oh, I didn't even know they went that way.
They seem
They're
to be
not
targeting
creatures,
East
they're-
Haven.
But yeah.
Why would dwarves be targeting one of the 10 towns? I thought they were friends with us. At least the
Not dark dwarves.
They seem different.
Hmm.
They have white beards.
And they can
And they're
grow
not old.
and shrink.
Yeah.
So if a dwarf
And,
grows, is he still really a dwarf?
Hmm.
They can also turn invisible.
Yeah.
Are you having me on? Invisible dwarves? I ain't never seen nothing more loud and noisy than they are. Especially after a few drinks.
Can't argue with that, but
Yep.
it's true.
You'd still hear them.
It's true. You usually can. Comes in handy.
Invisible dwarves. Kind of walks away from you. Dealing with another order.
I'm gonna be keeping my eyes out for that creepy guy that kept smiling at us.
Okay.
Creepy. I think he was
So-
just
Somebody was
happy.
happy. Yeah.
All the descriptions of the tour guide, you could take to say that they're, they've done some evil acts, just the way they look.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
She'll turn her, Irilyssa will turn her head to the guy that's walking away. They're also evil.
Yeah,
Evil
that's not
invisible
gonna-
dwarves. Got ya.
You
yeah.
satisfied?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Irilyssa, you're looking around to see if you see Smiley Man. You don't, but you do definitely catch a couple of other people around, and many of them do kind of give you a nod and a smile.
Well, we have been here before.
Mind control.
Yeah.
It's not just you, it's like the party.
Yeah.
They like us.
Yeah. They don't hate us here.
We made it past Dugan's Hole.
That's good.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think we're somewhat famous here. People keep staring, giving us smiles.
Would just be kindness.
I mean, we
Some
did
people
help.
typically are.
We did help prevent usurpation or whatever the heck it was, a coup. So I
Yeah.
think
We also did hunt down the troll and the other giant.
yeah,
Mhm.
we genuinely helped good meat. It's not that surprising that they don't hate us.
And brought back a lot of supplies and a whole herd of goats.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
It looks like the guard arrived from Bryn Shander, so I'd say they're doing pretty
Mhm.
well.
Yeah. Even if food isn't as readily available, at least they're continuing on.
I'm glad to see you've returned and you are back amongst the land of the living. Olivessa strides in towards you, arms out wide, big smile on her face. Welcome back to Goodmead. I'm very pleased to see you here. How are you all doing?
A little sore, but we're getting by.
Happy to be somewhere warm.
Yes, many people do say that about this place. And I really must thank you for all the work you did. The people coming in from Bryn Shander, though, there are quite a few of them, have certainly been helpful.
I'm glad to
Proud
see
of
that I'm glad to see
Go
that
ahead.
good mead is flourishing under your reign.
It's nothing like that. I just offer a word of guidance here and there. It's the people themselves who make the most of the situation.
We've brought some refugees that will need a little bit of time to get their bearings, but they're willing to work.
They need shoes too.
Yeah.
Shoes, right? I'll speak to Joseph, the cobbler, about that. I should warn you that food and supplies here are getting quite short. We are, of course, welcoming of new people coming in, but the situation is exasperating itself.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help while we're here?
Well, I don't really know. I'm always open to suggestions and ideas. We have the manpower, we have the labour to do things. We just have many mouths to feed.
Mm.
Well, we are heading to East Haven after this. We might, if there are those that are interested in going, we could take some with us.
I'm not sure. We seem to have actually gotten a bit of a reputation for doing things right, and East Haven seems to be plagued by various attacks recently. Quite a few of those joining our ranks have come from there.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow, it sounds like they need our help.
Quite
perhaps
possibly.
it'd be smart of us to speak with those from East Haven to see their perspective on what's going on there.
The one who usually speaks for them, Jonas, is... She kind of looks out to where the curtained off area is. He's probably out with the fishing crew at the moment. I would imagine he'll be back in an hour or so.
Irilyssa looks over at Vulwin and just like eyebrow raise. Huh?
Fishing crew.
What?
Nothing.
He's not interested at all.
Nothing.
Well,
Thank you.
that is useful. Thank you for that.
Of course. I'm afraid I don't really have very much else to offer at the moment. I'm just very happy to see you. You've done quite a lot for the town, and people appreciate and respect that. I appreciate and respect that. So, again, thank you. You'll always be welcome here.
I appreciate that.
May you continue to be a light in the dark.
Yes, that is one thing we were considering. You know that we have a Shrine of the Flaming Sword and an old chapel that was left rather dilapidated after the previous priest died. We've been wondering what to do with the building. Now that we've reached certain numbers, it's perhaps time that we raise another shrine or chapel in its place.
Well, I do have a disciple of Saloon. She's coming to you from Dugan's Hole. She's fairly new. She might not have all the answers, but she would be earnest.
I would be happy to speak to her. Who is she?
Her name is Hilda.
Hilda. Right. And you say she's from Saloon?
Yes. I've recently converted her.
Direct from Saloon.
Well, that does sound like an excellent idea. The Flaming Sword, of course, is dedicated to Tempest, I believe. And I would like to leave memories of war as far behind us as we can. Saloon may be an icon of more hope that the people here would need.
Of course. Irilyssa is just beaming right now. Very happy.
Well, if there's anything else I can do to help you, please do let me know. Otherwise, I should really get back to things. They're keeping me very busy these days. Well, all right. And with that, she kind of turns and rushes out the door again. And before she leaves, she says, "Remember, if you have any suggestions, please do let us know. Thank you."
Definitely.
Low-key starting a civilization sim. Let's go.
Oh man, this place is such a breath of fresh air.
We've got a town with a bunch of people who are willing to take our suggestions to do things, and then we can leave and go on adventures and come back, and they might be done.
Don't get ahead of
Yeah,
yourselves.
Right.
I
said
think we
might.
need an
Anyway,
ice skating rink.
This does seem to be a
Work on
pretty
that.
decent stopping point. It is now 3 o'clock my
Yeah.
time, and we
Mhm.
seem
Yeah.
to have reached.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a logical conclusion.
So,
A nice
chat.
peaceful stopping point.
I'm now reading chat again. If you have any questions or anything like that, do let us know.
Go to war with Dugantoll. Attack them.
Let them
I
live
really
in
like
their
they're like, we're
squalor.
done with war and everything, but like, not quite yet.
Hold, please.
Saloon told me that Dugantoll needs to die.
I have it on good faith. The moon said, let's do this.
Oh god, here we go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We're probably gonna go to East Haven, even though Danica wants to go to the Signal. But,
Danica hasn't said anything in a couple days, so we're not doing what
Hey,
she wants.
she's feeling good. She's not like going
Yeah.
crazy now. It looks like.
She's certainly
She's not-
seems more sane.
yeah, she's not protesting, so
As long as I can control the signal, I'm fine.
thanks, Danica. You're a
We can
trooper.
low-key go and gain more experience and get some more abilities in the meantime. Heh heh heh.
Right.
Oh yeah, we slept. How'd we feel in the morning? 5 better?
If the DM likes us and will give us a level, heh heh heh. He doesn't like us.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We've done many half things lately.
Yeah, I know. We're like, we're gonna go do this, and it's like, no, you're gonna go do this now. Okay.
Okay, we got plenty of stuff to do out there.
I mean, the winds of chance have blown us everywhere.
Yes, winds, right.
Well, I mean, we got
Uh,
magically warped, what, twice recently?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, if
there's
you
been very
consider it.
little willful choice of direction on our part. Things just keep happening that kind of force our hand in one way or the other.
Yeah, I know that feeling, Tahko.
True. I wonder if it's our own choices or if the DM is kindly pushing us to our not death.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Don't be so sure about that.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, it came pretty close last week.
It did. It really did.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Real close.
But hey, look at it this way. You saved like, I don't know, maybe the remaining members of Hillside. Your old town. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
In fact, you know what? Yes, there was one quest remaining before you'd hit level 4, and you have just done that by bringing the people back here. So yes, you will be level 4 as of next session.
Oh,
We are
wonderful.
level 4.
Now we're level
Great.
4, everyone.
We're still level
Hey.
4 as of next session.
You ready?
We are level 4.
Yeah, we're 4.
Okay,
Nope.
I need to update my...
Try.
Are you going to update that with a 5 or a 4?
5. You'll be 5.
Really?
Ah,
No way.
thank you.
Yay.
Wow.
Ah,
Oh my
congratulations.
gosh.
Ah, indeed.
Damn it, my meme that I just made doesn't make any sense anymore.
Well, hey, look, we stopped Tahko from killing a village, and that gets us level 5.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I'll take it
Yeah.
right away. Kind of-
Yeah, sorry, it
That
is
was
definitely level 5.
5.
I was just double checking with the notes. Yes, it's 5. Yes, you
Oh.
would level up to it. So
Wow.
Oh wow,
Yay.
we avoided so many things, and that's one we could have avoided. Like, legitimately had an option to avoid. Oh,
Yeah.
3 spells now.
oh man.
Does
I think it's
my,
one of those where, in the grand scheme of things, right at a high level, neither one of them was wrong. In my book, at least.
Yeah.
Their town, they can do what the hell they want. Taco's also like, yeah, but we got to get these people to safety as fast as possible, and this is the fastest way.
Yeah.
No, you can make your choices. It's just that your
Yeah.
choices have consequences.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, like if we had all disagreed with your choice and let you just get slaughtered by a town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's.
I was
mean,
really wondering if I'd actually managed to hit you with that freaking ballista.
Oh
It was
my
so
gosh.
close.
I saw that ballista and I was thinking, I need to hold my action to shoot whoever goes on the ballista. But then you got me with the horn and I'm like, oh shit, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that
I shot
ballista,
Tahko
like?
instead.
Like 5d6 or something?
I actually had to look up the stats for ballistas.
Scarier than the woolly mammoth or less scary than the woolly mammoth?
Right.
3d10.
Oh!
Okay, I mean that's the same
Less
choice that I
scary.
gave that lady.
Wow.
Technically, 3d10 is less scary than 5d6.
True.
I mean,
Yes.
I pumped 4d10 into Agatha, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, hey, it's still relatively the same when it's coming right at you. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
If she was still standing and willing to fight, I would have done it again.
you were
You
going.
You did it again. She went
if I
down,
had-
got healed,
You
and you
tried.
did it again.
If I
You
had a
tried.
limit-
No, I didn't. I didn't down her again. I was ready to, but I didn't again.
You attempted.
I do.
Yeah, and I'm not going to kill an unconscious person.
I was
This is
seriously wondering, it's
sleep.
like, because she rolled that nat 20 on the will save, which basically she resists the intimidations and things. I was like, generally thinking, like, how are you going to get out of this without just murdering everyone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It got close.
Yeah.
Bruh, at this point, I might become a freaking convert to Saloon Man. Like, yup.
Right? Oh
It's
man.
my dream. Hold on.
Do I get to keep my inspiration for next session, or was it just?
Yeah, it
first?
lasts until you use it.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah, inspirations are
let's see.
surprisingly
Yeah.
good. I've just never really liked the idea behind them. It's like, why would you suddenly have this burst of inspiration, which has no real bearing on what you've done in the game? But that was just such a good intro. I was like, you know what, I'm going to break that rule.
Yay!
Fair enough. There's been a lot of fun out in these far tundra areas. This is great. I love this.
I was a little worried that like the journeys around are taking a bit too long, but today at least there are a bunch of encounters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were.
Never a dull moment.
No.
Yeah, because I was thinking for a while,
Oh.
like, what would the impact? Well, how would Dugan's Hole feel about you? Like, they're not overtly hostile. They just don't want you coming through with so many people. That was their
They are
problem.
now.
yeah.
No, they're definitely
it's
hostile to you
pretty
now.
hostile.
Now they 100% are.
Yep.
Now they hate us.
I mean, they could
We'll
have just
see once-
escorted us. They could have just
Yeah.
escorted us through the town. They
Well,
didn't have
we
to-
could
Oh
have.
my
This
god,
guy's
that's what they were
supportive.
going to do.
No, they were just straight up. Nope, you got to go around.
Yeah,
We're going to escort
yeah,
you
and-
around town.
And
That's
did we
true,
try to
yeah.
really talk him down first, other than being immediately like tossing words? Not really. And then they're like, "We'll make you an offer." So they moved the offer before we could even make an arrangement. So, they got the upper hand in the bargaining. That's how it works.
From my
Yeah, I had
perspective,
the
all
upper
she was
hand.
demanding was a toll to move through town. This is a road tax.
That's exactly what I think it was
Mhm.
going to be. Yep.
It's a road tax that doesn't make it to the roads, but hey,
Yeah.
Still a
Would have
shortcut.
saved us 3 hours.
true,
A lot of things can happen in 3 hours.
true.
I was
Hey,
legit
Highwind.
thinking, like, now that you've done that, you're just going to miss Hilda. I was like, nah, I quite like that encounter.
Highwind, we can destroy undead now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, as long as
good.
your challenge rating is half or lower.
So most undead.
Yeah.
Well, who
A
says
lot of undead. Yeah.
who says I want to destroy them?
Yeah, right. You got your control
I
undead
like
over there.
that.
I really hope.
I like it.
I love it.
Fifth level extra attack. Let's go.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. High five to that, Zagrax. More attack
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
my a billion attacks now. Yes.
Yeah.
I get access to Liamon's tiny hut now.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is a good one. Isn't there like a component for that?
It's a
Tiny
small
hut.
crystal bead.
Oh, okay.
I gotta find a small crystal bead.
Yeah.
But I also get aura of vitality, which is really nice.
Commander Faceless has a point though. I mean, not that I'm agreeing or disagreeing with what Tahko did, but everybody in those sleds were like, "We need to get out of here. Let's move quicker."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, time to leave. Boy, we're all weak. And you need to ride sleds because we don't have any shoes and we're all worn out. Oh, this guy just pissed off an entire town. Oh, look, we suddenly found a bunch of energy. Let's push the sled.
Like,
I mean,
seriously,
there's
imagine that. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's definitely going to be consequences. Like, several of them will have frostbite now because.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But just imagine that for a moment. This Goliath just striding up, just grabbing this woman and then like necrotizing her, and then a ballista shot fires, missing him. It's like he's just like, "What are you gonna do?"
Oh,
This is like a no bueno.
You would have had to fight a lot of people. Like, I had a lot of people in the
Yeah.
GM layer. Because, like, one of the nice things that it says, like, this has so many defenders. This is the number of
Yeah.
troops that they can call. And
like
this is
30,
very much
50?
player knowledge, but you had told them the previous time that you'd met them that there were a bunch of furs and things at the Giants' base.
Mhm.
So a lot of their defenders were actually out at that. So you would have fought an under strength Dugan's Hole, and then probably had to deal with the survivors.
Oof.
all right.
I mean, still, I mean, that's like it's the 10 towns. Even your civilians are likely to just try to put up some kind of fight, right? They might run away, but like if it's especially here,
There is a fierce
Like-
pride for each of the towns, and Dugan's Hole, because they're so
Ah.
isolated, that goes deep.
yeah, you will fight a whole town any of these places.
Like, that's one of the strengths of 10 towns. Like, if they are threatened, the
Mhm.
whole damn thing rises up.
9 towns. 9 towns.
Nine
There's
towns.
just one that doesn't really exist.
9 towns.
Couldn't even call that one really a town.
Oh, it's
Oh.
a metropolis.
I didn't want to kill the whole
veritable
town.
metropolis.
I just wanted to kill her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you try to kill her, then all of her sons, grandsons, brothers, sisters, like everyone that you had just engaged with, would want you. This is Dugan's Hole we're talking about. They are all related.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
Like sons,
That's great.
grandsons,
Yeah.
same thing. Some are both.
Oh my god. Oh, are we rolling hit dice on stream? Are we gonna do it?
Oh, we can do.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Always exciting, right?
Usual
Who
rule.
wants to go
You get
first?
half, you get half.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
do I even get?
6.
11.
Ooh. Good job.
Don't be adding your numbers. No.
I know it's not adding my number. So
It
it's
is
not
your
11.
con. It is actually
Yeah,
your
it
number.
actually
No.
is.
It is
Yeah.
actually your number.
Oh, you're right. My con is so
Yeah.
high. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh!
Wow.
Nice.
Yes!
Well,
I don't want to roll now because it's gonna be so low.
Irilyssa, believe. You're gonna get a church. You're gonna get a church. Come on.
Use
Oh,
your
okay.
inspiration.
It's actually
I
pretty
don't
good.
have that.
6. Yeah, that's the minimum.
Yeah.
Use
Wow,
your
I have way more.
inspiration.
I should have.
So none of you
Nice.
rolled under the minimum, so there's that.
Nope.
Yeah.
I currently have my hit points are equal to the answer to life in the universe.
Nice.
I got real beefy hours for health now.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah.
How many hit points do you have, Trips?
7.
7?
Total.
37.
Oh, I thought you said 7 as well. I was like, okay.
7.
So I have the least amount of hit points in the party now.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
Hillside isn't there. Hillside wasn't one of the 10 towns. It's a
Praise
village.
Lathander
Hey,
for my
screw
con
him.
roll. I like Lathander.
We're worshiping moon goddesses over here.
He's the mascot of football, right?
Oh.
Oh.
Lathander and
Do I-
Sloon
do
have
I-
pretty good relations. Lathander's the sun
Wait,
god.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tahko, Zagrax, what do you guys get for HP? I don't even know. You guys are probably sturdy, right?
I got 46.
I
Wow.
have 42.
Oh shoot, am I the most sturdy now?
Maybe you just rolled amazing.
I got 53 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
And
you're
roll
also a D10, so.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
isn't
that's true.
Zagrax, you're
I
a
am
D10,
too.
right?
Yeah.
I'm a D8.
Yeah.
Also D8.
My steel defender is the toughest in my party in the Monday games.
That's hilarious.
That's great.
Oh,
Bruh, 2 attacks per action. Let's go.
Yeah.
We all got a
Oh, wow.
proficiency bonus up too. Don't forget
Mhm.
that.
oh, do we?
Yeah,
Good.
it goes to 3 now.
Oh, I get second level spells.
Yep, same. I got Misty Step, boys. Let's go.
Let's go back to Dugan's Hole and test this all out.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Quick,
No.
let's
We strike at night. We got the advantage.
No.
Save
No.
scum. Save scum. Let's go.
No.
Laura's morally opposed to this.
This is why you save scum. You save beforehand. You go and you test it out. You're like, sick. I could do it if I
Well-
wanted to, and then you save scum and you move on.
Commander Faceless knows what's going on.
Yep.
He's got the right idea.
You start trying to fight, and you got that 99% chance to hit, and you miss because it's XCOM.
Yeah. I stopped playing XCOM because of that.
No, it's
It'd be like 80-90% hit chance on all of my characters, and none of them would hit. I'm like, fuck this, I'm done.
a lot of games are now lying about their actual hit chances because of that. They learned from
Oh,
XCOM.
It's just like
Like
having like a GM in a game, right?
I know,
don't know
but
what
I mean,
Anything
if
could
they're like-
happen.
there's a 1/3 chance of this happening. If you try it 3 times, it'll always work on the 3rd try, because they figure that's the way people figure statistics work.
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate
I don't
actually
know.
has something like that built in. Like, there are 2 options. You can either play with the real rolls, or you can play with weighted rolls.
Nice.
Mm.
I
But
mean,
they
if it's
will
too
correct
frustrating to
over time.
bother. Yeah.
I mean, we could go sack Dugan's Hole. I did just set up a church to saloon in this town where there wasn't one. So you can't be too mad at me.
I was kind of I just had it in the center of my screen as I Shrine of the Flaming Sword. That thing is a ruin. Oh, you know what?
I said that, I'm like, oh no, he's just straight dropping it.
Yeah, that'll be the Shrine of the Flaming Moon.
What?
Oh, you mean the sun? Praise Lathander.
No.
I'm not. I'm not
That's
gonna
the
lie.
best term for the sun ever. It's the floating moon.
Yeah, the Flaming Moon, you know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I really want Hilda to run this place and have like a half grasp of your religion, and then just
Yeah.
fill in the gaps, and then so you get like a partial saloon religion, and like other parts just made up stuff.
Yeah, I need to like
God.
work out what exactly she believed before, because pseudo
Hand her
religion
a
is very
book.
likely.
Yeah. Hand her a book. You got books.
Sure.
Book on that though.
Hey, Irilyssa got time to write. We're in a town.
Yeah, I can give her my priest's pack.
One thing I will say, like, if you ever want to take downtime and say we want to spend X amount of time in a place, please do let me know, because that's 100% doable.
We haven't had the option
Yeah.
until
What
now.
you do is you just take all these quests that we have and just cross lines through them all.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any which are time relevant.
Shut up.
None that we particularly know
I
about
don't like the
anymore.
way you're saying that.
Oh,
Oral's out there getting madder and madder, but everything's not frozen.
that's true. Oh, you know what? We should have just raised a church to Arl. There you go.
Hey,
Hey, we give good meat protection, right?
Yeah.
what if, I'm hearing what you're saying,
What was
and
that?
what I want to do is
Oh.
give you some feedback and say, no, Moon Mom.
I like it. I like it.
After all, it's
You made a good
the
choice.
Moon Mom which gives you the meme beam.
It is the mean beam.
Yeah.
Not kidding. Moonbeam is actually really mean. Like, just imagine that.
It's probably my most hated spell, but that's just because Irilyssa uses it so damn well.
Yeah,
I haven't used it a lot in this campaign.
It's true.
you're right.
I still have recurring nightmares of your bloody druid using it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cool.
Or when Wayne let me have it as a bard. Ooh, that was great.
Remember that
Oh.
time you blocked off a passage with Moonbeam? I remember that. That was great.
Yep.
Word sure remembers that. Look at that face. That face remembers.
As far as I remember.
good control.
It's good control if you're in like caves, but if you're out in the open, it's like
Yeah, it's not.
I
yeah.
can just walk out of this. Boop 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 boop. boop.
Just place it on yourself. I mean, who's gonna walk up?
But then it
You would
freaking
also take
chases them.
damage.
Not if you pray hard enough.
Not a great artist.
Not if you pray hard enough. I'm
What
not
is it?
praying hard enough.
Is it a wisdom save? Con save? What do we got?
It's a concept.
Ooh, I just got vampiric touch. I'll be using that in
Oh,
place of the
gosh.
other one. Just before it starts sapping the life out of everything
Boy.
and giving it to me.
Highwind, I love you for this.
Hey, the spell that Nin used to cure Irilyssa was, not Irilyssa, Danica was vampiric touch. A version of it.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That
Nice.
and transference, which I think is a necromantic spell for wizards.
That's cool.
Oh, I have animate dead. I'll use that all the time.
Yeah, I have that too.
Well, I know where this is all going now.
Hey Taco, you want to just take out the rest of the party and animate them?
Oh.
No.
We'll just take out half of Dugan's Hole and animate and fight the other half of Dugan's Hole.
Man,
Okay, you can go do that.
it's a good thing we're not actually an evil party because. Oh man.
I was
Some of us are
really
neutral.
wondering, like, what the hell would the ramifications be if you do wipe out Dugan's Hole, because it was going that way for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, no one ever talks to Dugan's Hole, so who would care?
I'll tell you, free passage, no more tolls. That's the
That's what would happen,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
So
no.
once word got out that a group of mercenaries destroyed a town,
Yeah.
And then raise them all
we
as
would
like
be
dead.
like,
You know, the unfortunate part is like us getting done with that, then we'd have to turn to the survivors and just be like, there's no way they're keeping quiet about this. Like,
I mean, if I get to re-raise her, I'll leave her in charge of the town.
It's not permanent, though. It lasts like an hour.
yeah.
What, animate dead?
Oh, I'm getting this. This is going to be a great spell.
ooh,
No, it's under your control for 24 hours, and then you have to recast it every day to regain control of them, or else they're just a wild.
So you're telling me that
Undead.
we're just going to unleash a town of undead?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll lock
Oh
with their houses
my
first.
gosh. You're asking for some bad things.
I believe there's a phrase for this. You be the heroes for long enough until you become the villains.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That implies we were the heroes first.
True.
Man, it just like the material component is just like flesh, and you're gonna have plenty of that on hand after you kill them.
Yeah. No, to be
awesome.
fair, weighing your scales, I think we've been a pretty good party. We've been doing stuff that has helped people. The amount of people who have died are just the people who have done
They
dumb
had come-
things and gotten our way. So, like, you know,
Yeah.
they forced our hand.
I still think that Zagrax's interaction with a guard is like the best summary of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
inconveniencing and insulting me is also forcing my hand. So yeah, they forced our hand.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I think doing problem solving by just putting everybody to sleep has been Irilyssa's best move.
It's
Yeah,
absolutely
That was
beautiful.
amazing. Thank you.
Anytime I can take sleep from now on, I'm 100% taking sleep because you have
Yeah.
proven to me how perfectly usable and needed that spell is.
It is true. It is
It's for getting
amazing.
people out of.
It's a lot better in 5th edition as well. In 3rd edition it was a bit but in 5th they've balanced it really nicely.
Yeah, you need to take a bunch of civilians out. There you go. Drop
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah, because they
Just-
usually only have like 5 hit points bees.
Yeah.
It worked really well on those
I
the
was
miners
just-
too.
Yeah, the miners are great. I'm surprised that that you were able to get with that amount of hit points the entire crew.
They were all injured
Yeah.
because of your ice breath.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Six,
Yeah,
multiple
well
of them
done.
took 6 HP.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, gotta ask: is this true? Commander Faceless said only Zagrax has yet to kill an innocent. Innocent quotes. Is this true?
I don't remember killing any
Zagrax
kids.
been- Has Zagrax been the most
Yeah.
honorable of all of us?
No, Taco, you're grandma killer now.
Not yet. I wish.
Oh, that's true.
Attempted. Grandma
That's
killer.
right.
What did Irilyssa
Irilyssa
do?
pulled her back from the brink.
I have
You-
saved more than enough people to make up for that.
Yeah. But have you killed anybody who we shouldn't have? Well,
I know
Elora's
I'm
also
wife
kind of
killing.
Elora's on that fence too. That
Dude.
whole wife killer thing is like,
Hashtag.
yeah.
Remember Thug.
I mean,
Dude.
yeah, but that was she didn't do that. Well, the rest of the party
Yeah,
kind of collectively.
very,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
right here.
Zagrax. Zagrax, I distinctly remember you and I carrying him in for that.
Oh, dog sacrifice.
You killed the spawn. That's why you got baby killer
Yeah, it's true.
or infant killer.
Yeah.
Taco's taco, so meh.
Yeah,
That was
I
spooky.
started as the killer. I'm the rude
No.
killer.
Irilyssa killed the party. Oh, true.
That's right. I did kill the party.
True.
Party killer.
Party killer. Yep, I forgot about that.
Yep, you did
Taco
do
killed the
Party
mood. Yep,
killer.
he did. He did. Yep, he started at
Killed
that, and he's killed many more since then.
You
Friend
killed
killer.
Elora, too.
That was a group effort. It's not just me.
Zach is friend killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we killed
Thug.
Fred.
That's not friend though. Friend
Yes,
was the ogre.
Well, what about friend?
Ogre,
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that.
That's true. You weren't.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't here for that mission, and I was
friend.
nope. And I was also Zag was also in getting a egg removed as well.
Zagrax would have been Grandpa Killer.
If I succeeded in doing so, yes.
That's
But I did.
true. Yeah.
I did get quite. He did get quite angry at that. Hit me now, or you never will. Okay, bitch. Here we go. I'm like, okay, we're gonna talk through this. It'll be great. And he's just like, hit me now, or you'll never get the chance again. Okay, then you won't go. Then here we go.
Look,
That
I'm
is
just
the
saying.
point.
Go ahead.
We should pay our respects to Thug while we're here. He is
True.
in the doctor's backyard.
It's true. Thug is what made this town prosper the way it has.
Yeah. It's the planting of that Sylvanas acorn.
You're not wrong. I mean, you are, but you're not.
Actually, we don't even know if that has grown at all. Maybe it has. Magic, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it magic? I don't know.
It'll just pull the skeleton up with it. And it'll grow into a tree with the skeleton
Oh my
in
god,
it.
what if it is just a skeleton tree that grows like the bone tree?
A lot of trees will take the nutrients of the body and like grow into it. So yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
That would be amazing aesthetic for Nin's doctor practice. Right behind his practice?
True.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Would it be the?
I actually worked that into a game before. I had a Perryton harass a town very similar to one of these 10 towns and was like preying on them. And when the party finally killed the Perryton, they buried its heart. And I was going to have the heart grow up into, a plant grow up out of the heart into some kind of horrific plant.
Oh, spooky.
No, thank you.
So, still looking forward to next week. What do you think you will be doing next week? What's the plan?
I think we'll keep heading east.
I think we're gonna go to East Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as Danica is okay with it.
Yep.
If not, I guess we're gonna head back south.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you decide to go to East Haven, she'll probably go back to Bryn Shander, honestly. Like, she's
Okay.
not an adventurer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she's doing better and seems to have things under control for this long, that might be a very good thing.
For
Yeah.
now. I think, yeah, since it's no longer as pressing as it was, go back to East Haven, hopefully solve some of their problems to stop the, so many people coming to Goodmead, and fix East Haven, and then maybe get some more information about some nonsense about Sunblight Fortress and all that stuff, and figure that out.
Yeah, plus if the fortress is in the same direction as the signal, I don't know.
Yeah, we just know that East Haven's being harassed by Duragar, and
Yeah.
it might be the same thing that's having fishermen go missing, but it may not be. So there's some things to
Yeah.
think about.
We
We can
totally
get
just
more
waltzed into
information.
East Haven and waltzed right back out, and that was it.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you're there to just deliver a package, yeah.
We waltzed into
waltzed
East
into-
Haven and left. We waltzed into Targos and left. We kind of just waltzed into Tourmaline, cleared a mine and left.
I mean, Tourmaline and
Well,
Goodmead are probably the places you've had the biggest impact. Or maybe Kerkoning.
Yeah, Caradinable, we got shot out of that place.
Yeah,
Didn't even get into the
They had
castle.
mean beans.
they're angry
We
boys.
should check in on them now, see how they're doing now that we're level 5.
To be fair, when we first walked into East Haven, they were burning someone.
And to be fair though, he was a convicted murderer,
Yes.
or at the very least, heavily assumed murderer. And we're all like, what?
Yeah.
And you would know that it was Kelvin's company that brought him in.
Yeah.
Yep, East Haven's the fish sickle place. That was
Is that supposed to mean something?
You
Calvin's
just-
company.
That's just
You
one of
just
the
know who the Kelvin's company are. They're the
Okay.
ones that Tahko had the showdown with the other Goliath.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm ready for another showdown.
Be more equal now.
Yep.
Taco's
gonna-
doing some
He's
work.
gonna try and pick you up to break your neck, and you're just gonna wither in.
No, I didn't do it last time. I could have, but I didn't.
I mean, yeah, they did say no weapons, fight to the brawl, because thankfully that one guy, whoever's in the party, was like, okay, come on now.
Well, hey, touch attacks aren't weapons. Just saying. But I
he
still
did say
did it.
he said no magic, I believe.
No, he didn't. Nope. He said no weapons. But yeah, no, I still made it a fair fight.
Well, as fair as in
He
terms
didn't.
of equipment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
he
funny.
didn't do any of those what's the word? Not balance, but whatever. Where
Restraint?
games go and you
He
move your
dunked
level
you.
up and
He
down.
dunked you.
Oh, yeah.
Normalization.
Yeah.
Didn't scale down for that one.
Scaling. Nope, none of that. Tahko didn't scale up, he didn't scale down.
I haven't done any scaling in this, so yeah. You fight
Fun.
what you fight.
We've got scale mail. Hey.
Irilyssa doesn't.
Oh, we gotta find
Oof.
a farmer.
I
Welcome
have
to the party,
half of it.
Zagrax. The joke.
Oof.
You did
I
it.
got chainmail, so I don't actually have scale mail, but hey.
And
Well,
Goodmead,
I
you're probably quite likely to
just
find someone who
took
can
on
fix that.
the
Ooh.
I took on the ooze so it wouldn't have eaten Zagrax's armor, so we could maintain our tanky boy.
There
I
you go.
approve. Mhm. Find me a full plate and we'll be even more tanky boy.
I'm sure we can find a lot of plates here in Goodmead.
Mm-hmm.
Prefer one that was built to be armor, not some plates that we just kind of like stick on me. Thank you very much.
I mean, they got like the keg barrel staves, I guess. They're kind of plate-like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's true. Vulwin should pay for my armor because I tank many of his attacks anyway.
The thing is, I can't hit you. I got 100% miss chance against you, but when I do hit, I'm going to hit.
You
Yeah,
also
you're
hit
gonna.
Tahko today as well.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, that one actually could have been like just intentional. The dice were telling me that was what I should have done. So
It was a really interesting encounter, that one. I did not see it going the way that it did, but it was meant to be incredibly antagonistic.
I think, honestly, I think Vulwin in the last few sessions has hit teammates just as often, or attempted to attack teammates just as often, as he has actually attacked or attempted to attack enemies.
I would.
Because I don't think you've.
Unfair.
It's not so much that you've done a lot of attacking us; it's you've just done less attacking enemy.
yeah, I think I've had a lot of critical bow misses, but I think I've
Yeah.
still hit the enemy more than our team.
It's closer than it should be, though.
Yeah.
The fact that you have to think
Well,
about it,
to
you're like,
be fair, I don't think I've hit a single teammate because I've never
No,
actually
you've-
succeeded in rolling that hit.
you haven't hit.
Well, it's
them, but
great.
You've attempted to.
I have
Many a
restraint.
I hit Elora
Yeah.
Sorry.
and bonked her over the head with a mace.
Did.
Yeah, I keep thinking
I
about
feel
that
really
too.
mad about it.
It's fine.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Commander
like,
Faceless in chat.
I did
keep
want to
thinking
say,
about
like, for the mine, you could have gone back to Hillside, but then when I looked at the map, I was like, you basically cleared this. Like, it would just be a big waste of time to do that. So that's why I kind of went, you know what, you've done what you needed to do. Because there were some scary beasties down there, and actually the Yeti's mate was going to be at the very end of it. And that's why I'd said, okay, this is the main encounter I wanted to run, so you just meet her on the road.
I see.
Cool. That worked out.
Mm-hmm. She just got out like that night when most everybody else in that mine died.
Yeah,
She's
like
able
you
to
cleared it
free
out
herself.
pretty effectively. There were a grand total
not-
of 3 other things in there which you probably did not want to fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I'm not gonna lie. I was so concerned about 2 Yetis too quickly. Like,
Yeah.
it's like we just got rid of one of these fights. Why do you have to roll over their snack? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, also, to remind me, I want to talk to Vulwin about the fact that he can speak Yeti. We just haven't found a good time to
know.
just kind of like sit down and talk about it.
Yeah,
Isn't that the
Yeah.
best part?
I also want to talk to Vulwin about why he's just pulling these like nutritious berries out of his butt.
Hey, if you saw it,
And I mean,
She didn't see it.
two
I mean-
sleds full of refugees saw him speaking in Yeti too now at this point. So it's not just us.
to be fair, they saw me growl and fend off a Yeti.
Yeah, and
It's
then
a big
that's
assumption to
what-
think I
what
actually
was going on
spoke
with
to
it.
the Yeti. You guys might make that assumption, but they would just be like,
Oh,
us
there is
sitting
no
there
making
like,
assumptions. You literally were like, he's telling us this way. His mate died.
Yeah,
He's telling us
yeah,
to go this
you
way. I
guys-
told
you
them
guys-
not to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're communicating with this thing.
but that other group is just like stared it down and like growled at it and chased it away.
Which is funny because I think, I mean, there's 2 Dragonborn, which arguably just look the most monster, esque of all of us. And then Vulwin's probably 3rd in the party. Tahko's just because he's so tall. But Vulwin's
Yeah.
probably the 3rd in there that looks most monstrous.
I don't know.
Yes.
He doesn't seem that monstrous.
Fuzzy.
Yes.
You've seen his art. He doesn't look that scary.
Yeah. No. He looks like he's
yeah.
a nice guy, but we know that he'd be really vicious.
I don't know. My sister thought you were a Yeti, so maybe you're a Yeti.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Subtle.
Your sister thought it was a great idea to drag somebody from their bed in the middle of the night anyway. So, like, I don't
didn't
know.
say she was smart. I said she thought
Look,
you were a
man,
Yeti.
I'll just say, I mean, I've met both you and her now, and I'm starting to get it.
It
Fair
all
enough.
makes sense now.
Yep.
Oh, snap.
It's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Vulwin's got some stuff going on. Oh, that's kind of cool.
It was fun. Yeah, looked and smelled like a Yeti, and we're all like, but he doesn't. And we just kind of like left.
I mean,
You're
we're finally
crazy.
at
Leave.
50, and we can like hang out for just a second. Maybe we have time to ask him about it.
I mean, we probably have to. I assume
have
it's not a
time.
quick fix to fix Irilyssa's armor.
No.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that's
it's
So-
dissolved. So
Probably take a day to just relax, cool down. Spend
we
some
have-
time, learn our things.
we have 5 things of Jarard scale mail, so
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
that
yeah,
should-
yeah.
You want
Yeah, like-
scale mail, Irilyssa?
Getting a
I have
regular
scale mail.
fix
Oh,
of the
alright.
scale mail would be relatively easy. If you want it to be like as good as Durgar scale mail, it'd be more difficult.
Oh yeah.
I
What if we
figured.
took a patch of the Duragar scale mail and just weaved it into mine?
Why don't
That's
we just
what the more difficult part is.
Why don't we just
Oh, okay.
why don't we
I'm
just
sorry.
why don't we just refit the Durgar scale mail to fit you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
definitely doable,
Yeah.
and it would have the quality of the Durgar mail, but you would need to have a more skillful blacksmith to do that, because it's not just stitching scales. It's like working out the measurements. It's working out like where glancing blows would fall. Like there is more to it than that, and also just making it of the quality that will stay together if hit.
Yeah.
We know a particular dwarf in Bryn Shander that's an excellent blacksmith.
Yeah, I think it is AC 15 plus Dex modifier max 2, so it'd be pretty good.
Well, anything is better than what I have right now.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
who would know this? Vulwin. Oh no, Zagrax would probably know this. Like, you do know that there are dwarves who live in Icewind.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You
No
actually
way.
visited them. I serendipitously removed it from the map because I thought it's like you wouldn't know where they are. You just know that they are somewhere.
They're somewhere over near where the iron was.
Yeah, well, now that we're level 5, we can go get it and get level 6.
Yeah, that'll be
Light
that simple.
builds.
But honestly,
Hey.
it'd be a decent bump to AC. We could all just wear dirt cars to kill mail.
I mean,
I
maybe.
want to see Elora in it.
No, I mean with the scale mail, it will use several of the sets to make the bigger sets because it's made for dwarves.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
like if you
Yeah.
Tahko want to, I'll be like, that's going to take 3 sets of dwarven mail to do this.
Aren't these magic shape change dwarf mail though?
No.
No,
I mean, they
yeah.
become giant, right?
Because they're wearing
Does the
it.
mail become giant
They're
too?
Yeah.
magic.
Yes.
All
it's-
right.
Yeah.
all
Their
right.
magic.
Yeah, they're doing
Or else it's just special, it stretches.
Really?
just stretchy.
That's
Yeah,
Elastomale.
yeah,
That's why. Okay.
I get it.
That is true, those were humans that were wearing it, which is
They
why
were.
Elora would be able to wear it.
Yeah,
Being
Yeah.
the
Elora,
rough
put one on.
influences.
I don't think she should wear it, but
Yeah.
she could.
I don't think I can effectively wear medium or higher armor
Yeah, it'll
without
slow her
actually
down
being
a lot.
hindered.
Rangers
I think we
probably
should
can.
hold. I think we should hold Elora down and make her wear one.
Well, Ranger might be able to, but like my
Just put it
dex
on
is
her
actually
shoulder.
high enough that wearing medium armor will reduce my overall AC.
Mm.
I mean, I'm wearing a chain shirt
Proficiency is
now.
medium armor. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but they have
that'd
a dex cap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
plus
of
2.
2.
Yeah,
Is scale medium or heavy?
Medium.
I think it's medium, right?
14 plus
Medium.
dex, max 2.
But you
It's medium.
you said it has one more AC, so it's actually on par with half plate, which is normally 750.
Yeah, I can't wear that, guys.
Plus you get into medium armors and it's expensive.
Can we sell these for half the value of half plate? Because
Let's
wouldn't mind-
take that post session here. Do we have any
Yeah.
shout
Oh,
outs?
half
Actually?
plate's medium armor.
We do. Talage. T.S. Robert Fox. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. In fact, we got a bunch
Yeah,
of follows from loads from 4 days ago for some reason.
Oh,
Cool.
4 days.
Thanks,
Alright.
4 days ago.
M. Graham, Gala, Just Another Lurking, Paul, Bjark, Ken Doyle, DK Panda, Pista War, all followed 4 days ago.
Huh.
cool.
Oh, cool.
What
I
happened
need
4 days ago?
I don't know. I need to check my schedule and find out what happened then.
Did you-
upload the
did
video?
you- Was either that or did you
Yeah.
plug the channel on that?
That might
Day
have
or
been when I
whatever?
did the Solasta stream.
Oh,
I had like
Ah.
200 odd people watching, so yeah, that was 4 days ago. That was
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah,
glad to have you
probably.
checking us out.
What? How is that game, by the way?
It's really good. I'm very much
Okay.
looking
Yeah,
it
forward
looks
to playing
really
more next
cool.
week. Yeah.
hmm
I have no idea what it's about.
So the really cool thing that Solasta does is you create your party at the start, like all 4 party members, and as you're doing it, you also give them a personality. Then their personality will determine how they interact with the rest of the party.
Mm.
So when you have a conversation with the NPCs, their possible responses will be related to what their personality is.
Oh.
And if
I like
I
it.
assume if it's done well, that's pretty freaking cool.
It's cool. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Good.
What's this game called?
Solasta, Crown of the Magister. It's the first 5th edition D&D game out.
Very
Nice.
cool.
Ooh, and it's not $60.
Yeah, I think there are 3 in development at the moment. Solasta, Baldur's Gate 3, and one other whose name I forget.
Sounds good to me.
That's cool that you can create your entire party, though.
Yes, I like that. That's something I really liked in Icewind Dale as well. And this just takes that concept further. The characters really feel individual and different because of that.
Because you can create your party how you want to run it instead of all the other games where you're like, oh, I have to find this. This character has this personality, and I can just make them whatever I want them to be.
But they have
Or
terrible
whatever.
stats for a rogue, and I hate them being a rogue, but that's what their class is.
Hmm.
Sometimes you roll into it.
Dang.
Pathfinder is the last one. Pathfinder surely uses Pathfinder rules.
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah.
Not 5th edition. Different
Yeah,
systems.
there's Kingmaker out there, I think is the D&D, or D&D. It's Pathfinder one.
Wrath of the Righteous is the new Pathfinder game. So the
Oh,
thing
are
with
you thinking about
Pathfinder is
Dark
it
Alliance?
uses possibly
But
Dark
that's
Alliance.
like an
might.
action.
Yeah, Dark Alliance is Baldur's Gate rules, but
Yeah.
it's it's real time action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You play as Dritz in that. Well, you can.
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying? Right, Pathfinder is 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons. They basically spun off a side thing because people like those rules.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
call it 3.5.
I
Or,
think
sorry,
that's its technical
3.
name as well. Yeah.
No, the 3.x. They went off of 3.5. D&D went 4.0, and they're like, we can do better. So it's spun off of 3.5. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Is 4th edition actually a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
4th edition is a lot more tactical. It plays more like a real-time not real-time, but a tactics game rather than a
Okay.
RPG.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there are a lot of interesting rules which I have kind of used from time to time. So like the idea of having a big bad and then several low hit point minions. In 5th edition, they generally have 1 hit point, so you just like hit them once, they're dead, but they still get action economy because they're doing damage to you. And then also I think like multiple actions per turn, like bonus actions, I think was from 4th edition.
Mm.
I didn't play much of 4th edition, but when I did, it really felt like I had the like a bar with special abilities down at the bottom, like in WoW.
Yeah, like they made it to be a combat game that had RPG elements as
Mhm.
opposed to an RPG game that did combat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I was wondering, because I only started playing in 5th edition, and I've just heard people go, either 3rd edition, Pathfinder, or 5th edition.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
And that's what I figured, but I just wanted to know if it was like Windows, where it went from Windows 8 to Windows 10 and like 9 doesn't exist.
4 is the Vista of
Pain. Gotcha.
D&D. Yeah.
I see.
It was an evolution, but not necessarily a good one.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
5th took the best elements of it, so it has its place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you can play Vista D&D if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it.
It gets the job done, but that's about it.
Anyway, before we go off on too much of a tangent, are there any other questions that chat wants to ask us, or should we end it here? Give that a second to go through. Otherwise, we'll be back again next Sunday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Yes.
At level 5.
Hooray!
Woo!
It feels so much better to have double attack now. Yes.
I love that you're like, yep, congratulations, you're all level 4.
I
We're
seriously
like,
thought you
no.
were 3 still? I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Like that, actually, Dugan's whole like encounters balance for level 3, so it's kind of a good thing you got out of it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when he knocked her out, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're. I mean, it's just a flood of people.
No, I mean, the reason you knocked her out so quickly is because I just used the base stats. Had I had more time and designed the encounter properly, she would have been much tougher. She's a tough old sod.
I
It's just one of those
figured.
people that just doesn't want to die, is kind of her personality. But
Which
Well,
in
they
the
tend
end,
to
she
do
came
pretty
out to
well
be
around
a
here.
scout, which has 16 hit points. So, because that as rules written.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
Eh,
she doesn't
it
want to
worked out.
die, she should be a bit more polite.
Anyway, I think that's where we're going to call it. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when we go live again, which, as I said, is going to be next Sunday, same time, midnight, BST, or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you've really enjoyed this, then that's awesome. You should definitely follow, Can't really say more because we don't have a patron or anything like that. And finally, if you want to catch up on the previous episodes, we do have a YouTube, which is actually on my youtube.com/MordredViking. We have every episode uploaded there. Cool. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.
Thanks
Thanks,
for
everyone.
watching.